Now give it a whack. Turn up the fun with BullSittin. Hit it.
Hello. I am sorry, but I must
31
interrupt this
Grammy.
show.
Later, you know what it is. Hey, ham solo. It's time, baby. Low. It's turn how we do. Hey.
They said we said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said we go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said we said we in. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said go. We say that you heard right. 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 Man, I swear that it's imminent. I've been going so hard on my penmanship. About to go in and buy me a whip. And I pull that shit fresh off the dealership. I can leave you on red like an Xbox. Got me laughing at you like you Red Fox. Got you chasing Hot Wheels like a matchbox. EA running the game and it don't stop. Super cold like I'm playing for Blitz. Cut you all in my sights like Red Dead Redemption. Never gonna slip on my pimpin'. Better get out my way, bitch, I'm on a mission. Really ain't no competition. I'm steady grilling opposition. I'm get up and ready to win. They can play it how they play, but fuck what you say. I'm getting this money today. Last of us like a dying breed. Down the ride like a noble steed. Fatality moves, I make it bleed. That's on any game, that's on any screen. Shut up and give me your money. They said we so lit. Even if I take an L, we coming back just to show that we don't quit. They said we hit. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said go. We say that you heard right. 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 They said we said we in. They said we said we on. They said we said strong. They said we said go. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right. We say that you heard right.
Greetings and salutations, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another installment of BullSittin on TSWS Gaming. My name is Lok7, and joining me are these fine gentlemen, Mr. Mad Likes Games, and our special guest, the man that hates the Eagles more than anyone else on the planet.
What?
Italian clowns himself. Welcome in, gents. Welcome. Before you guys have your say, welcome in chat. Gogo Po says cheap games are bad. Everyone knows this. Cheap games are horrible. In fact, anything that's affordable is terrible for everyone. Right? Everything needs to cost more. Everyone knows this. It's a fact. Stanley Francois, smash the like button. Welcome in. Welcome. Ray G, have a seat. Cheap games are killing the industry, and it's all the Series S's for. Everyone knows this. Everyone is aware of this. Ron Slasher, we don't have the capacity. Y'all make sure to smash the like button. Welcome, and get comfortable. Get comfortable. Matt, how you doing? What you been playing?
Man, I've been playing too much. I'm doing good though. I mean, Chronos this week just came out. I got that in early access. I've been playing that. I got Metal Eden. 2K just came out. Silksong just came out. I haven't even played the first Hollow Knight, so I'm like, I downloaded that on my allies, so I'm playing that like before I go to bed and stuff. There's a lot of stuff, and then next week Borderlands. So I mean, I'm playing a lot of stuff. I'm literally right now playing 2K26, just messing around because I can. This is one of those games I could just turn on during a podcast, and it's brainless. Requires no brain capacity whatsoever. I will say, it's not my first time playing 2K26 because me, Ham, and Bill played last night. And buddy, when I tell you, we got obliterated.
You got destroyed.
We went, okay, so first we were like, because we made a deal, like the first game we play on 26 is going to be the Thunder. We're going to play versus the Thunder. Doesn't matter who we pick. We're going to play versus the current Thunder.
On the highest difficulty?
On the second highest, on Superstar.
Okay.
So we tried that, and that didn't last long. We it was like 40 to like 17 by like
Mm-hmm.
the end of the half, and we're like, okay, that's not going to happen. We just backed out. We're like, let's put it down one notch. Let's put it down to all-star difficulty. And I'm not shitting you. We played the whole game and we lost even worse. It was like they had like it was like 80 to 36.
Was everyone sober?
Well, I mean, I can't. Well, Bill probably wasn't. Bill likes THC. We'll say that.
Right, right.
Uh, but I mean, I was stone cold sober. I'm pretty sure Ham was sober because Ham just got off
80
work,
to 30. That's
and
terrible.
we got smoked. So we're gonna give it another go tonight, and this time we're not gonna get smoked. I can feel it.
Sure, sure. Dude, the feelings, I'm telling you, the feelings are the ones that really dictate results. It's always the feelings.
Exactly.
Uh,
I've
clown,
never lost.
Italian clowns, welcome to TSWS. Um, Maybe my memory is failing me, but this is not your first time on one of our shows, correct?
Correct, but it's my first time on this one.
Okay. Okay. First time on the main show. Nice. Nice. Um, so let's pretend it's your first time. Please tell us what's your favorite game of all time and what's your favorite your favorite game of all time, your favorite console of all time, and the best console right now. Yes, the Steam Deck counts because right now it's just about platforms. It's the platform wars. So go ahead.
Wow, man, these are always tough questions
Yeah.
because I always debate between Mega Man or Super Mario World. So I'm gonna go with Mega Man on the original
Okay.
Nintendo as my favorite game, and I will say my favorite console was the Super NES,
Mm.
and I think the best console of all time would be the Super NES. I think because it still holds up pretty well today with its sprites and graphics.
Mm.
It just looks beautiful, man. The soundtrack to those games, you can't replace that. So yeah, that's where I stand on those things.
And the more controversial one, what's the best platform right now? So if you have $500, you have the Nintendo,
Well, let's make
you
it
have the
six. Let's make it
Xbox.
600.
Okay,
'Cause-
fine. You have 600.
Yeah.
You have the Nintendo. The choices are Nintendo, whether it's one or two, the Switch, right? You have the Xbox, whether it's the Series S or X. You've got the PlayStation, whether it's the Pro or the regular, or you have the Steam Deck. Where are you going? And why?
Okay, so I have $600 in my pocket.
Yeah. You can only
Question
afford
for you:
one.
Can I buy a used ROG Ally?
Let's go. I was literally because when you said Steam Deck, I was like, we got to throw the Ally in there, but I'm not going to say anything. And this guy said it for me. So God bless you. God bless you. I like that.
'Cause honestly, that's what I would do. I know 600 can't buy a brand new unless you get a really good sale. So I would go
Yeah.
buy it used just because it just has
Hmm.
so much more functionality to it. You could play like
Hmm.
everything on that thing.
Hell yeah. And I'll tell you, I got the ROG Ally. I was lucky because I got it before all these prices went sky high. But I got it on a good sale for like 440 plus tax, obviously.
Mm-mm.
And that I'm glad you said that because that thing is awesome. That
It
thing
is.
is
Yeah.
amazing.
Okay. Okay. Reezy. So only now, when Cozy gets in the comment section, Reezy wants to speak. I know you've been lurking since the beginning, Reezy. Cozy needs to show up, and now you care. This guy.
What are you
Anyway.
doing, Cozy?
She's
Get
living
on
her
the
best
panel.
life. She's living her best life.
She's probably at some cosplay
Probably.
event. I don't know. I
Probably.
don't know what she
I'm
does.
gonna go check her Instagram after the show. Yeah, okay. You know what? That's a fair choice. Whether it's a
yeah.
ROG Ally, Steam Deck, whatever. If we're being, hey, guess who's here?
All right,
Whoa,
all right.
she's not at a
Rosie.
cosplay
All
event.
right.
Oh
How you
man.
feeling, Rosie?
Yeah.
Cozy's in the building.
Please tell us why.
And
Please tell us why, Cozy.
I was down at Dragon Con and all the glory that that includes. If you've never been to Dragon Con, you have never experienced
Nerds.
Con in all of its glory.
Dragon Con.
Sweaty nerds. That's all it is. I've heard
Yeah.
stories about conventions. I've never been to one in the States, but I've been to one a couple in South Africa. Cozy, is it as smelly in all the cons?
So no. Like, I mean, at least not
Okay.
Dragon Con. You do get a certain amount of like smell, but that's gonna
Fun.
happen. It's just like a lot of, you know, if unfortunately, if you've been around enough nerds, you know the difference between fresh funk and like, come on, go home and take a shower.
Mm.
It's true, and we know it's true.
Carlos just nodding, nice and quiet.
It is
We can't smell it. It's
definitely
No,
fine.
true.
it's like you'll smell
It's
some
fine.
people, and it's like, yeah, they've been in an entire get up. It's like you can't not sweat if you're, dressed as like a space marine. You're gonna sweat. There's no way to
Yeah,
avoid
yeah.
it. But
Yeah.
yeah, all in
I-
all, it's like the anime ones tend to be a little worse. But
Mm.
Sure.
they
Sure.
do. It's very
I can
obvious.
imagine.
Like, oh yeah, this is an anime.
Yo, Carlo has a story. That nod was very strong. That was a very strong nod.
I do have a story for you, but first I do want to say Dragon Con is like the best for cosplayers. It's huge, and there's so much creative cosplay at Dragon Con. And yes, Dragon Con can get a little smelly from what I heard because people stay up 3, 4 a.m. and then wake up again at 6 a.m. to get back on the convention floor.
Yeah,
So
I know.
that can happen. They have all night parties at Dragon Con. But I went to this
But a
really
shower is
cool.
like 5 minutes, bro.
What's that?
I'm saying a shower is like 5 minutes.
Yeah, but you've already sweat out your cosplay, your main cosplay, maybe.
Yeah, like
Yeah, and then
I
you
think
gotta
it's your
get back-
gear just smells, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you just got to get back on the
Oh.
floor. Like they don't have time to go back to the room sometimes.
It's
Nobody got
spread
time for
out.
that.
No. Dragon Con is spread out. Is hosted through 5 different hotels. So it's not one location. So a lot of times you are walking to this event, to that event. You might have a conference at one hotel, then have to, schlep over to the other hotel on the opposite end.
Okay, I'm checking. Cozy, you haven't posted anything since January 14th. So you went to this con and you didn't post anything.
You could have
January
just
4th.
asked Dave Reezy. What
Yeah, he probably knows. Reezy probably knows everything. God damn. But clowns, I want to hear this story. But before we get into your story, Tortoise Hawaii welcome and says Fresh Funk is my new rapper name. Listen. Okay, that's out of control. Raichi welcome says I don't agree. The Super NES is the best console ever. Too many Japanese games that never got
I
localized.
think it's
Just
reaching
get good, brother.
life.
Just get good and go and buy a Japanese one. Ooh, unbrushed teeth, unwashed gear. Oh, that's bad. Okay. All right. So, clowns, let's hear this story. It's story time, everyone. Sit down.
Yes.
The bearded wizard is about to tell us a story about funk. Go.
Yes, I got 2 funk stories for you. The first one is
Sure,
there
go
was an
ahead.
anime convention here in Florida that I attend. I attend as press to all these conventions. I get to cover them and stuff. So at this anime convention, I shall not name the convention, but it's very big in Orlando. They have this after party event, right? This anime after dark kind of party thing. And they're like, oh yeah, we put on a really good show. It's really great. So I'm like, okay, this sounds cool. Like I'm going into this show at like 9:00, no idea what to expect. I hear some people on the line talk, oh yeah, you got to be 21 to enter. And I'm just like, okay, I have no idea what this is. So I go to sit down, and the first thing I see is a cosplay female getting pretty wild with a chair. And when I say wild, I mean nothing on. Wild with the chair.
What?
And I'm like, what kind of show is this?
What?
Yo.
And then
Was
and
it
then
MegaCon? Was it MegaCon? Because AI
no,
says.
no, MegaCon don't do that. MegaCon don't do that. But then, okay, I was like, I'm probably gonna leave this pretty quickly. And then
Okay.
what solidified me leaving in that one was this, and it's weird for me, right? Because I just interviewed this person earlier, and he was like a really cool guy. Like he's really nice and everything. Like he's not a bad person. But then I see him out there completely naked, just like the girl. And I'm like, well, see you guys later. This was an interesting show.
What?
And many weird things go on that show because they have couples too. And they call it burlesque, but it's like more than burlesque. They even have police outside in case they need police.
Oh my goodness.
It's allowed. Yeah, it's allowed. It's not like they're breaking the law or anything. They check IDs, they give wristbands. Most people have to pay to go. I got it for free as press. And I was like wondering why they said no cameras or anything in there.
Yeah.
Why
Well,
are you
there
taking
go.
pictures?
I don't think that was the first time. I do not think that was
That
the
was-
first time that ever happened.
That was the
So-
first time.
So,
Ron Slasher needs to know the name of the girl for research purposes,
See,
of course.
the
It's for
thing
science.
is, at
Go ahead,
cons,
Coach.
when you hear 21 and up, you already know. Like if you go to cons regularly, you already know. You already know. You
No,
already know 20,
No,
21
because
and up is all the risque stuff.
Cozy, they have this other thing called Moshi after parties, like at MegaCon and stuff, and MetroCon, and the Moshi after parties are just like DJs, like normal club kind of stuff with cosplayers in full gear, like dancing. They had It's Julia one time as like a Decepticon on roller skates, which was really cool. And like everybody's just dancing in their cosplay, not like the
They
risque.
have a bar.
Yeah, they have a bar at those. Yeah.
See, yeah. So the after parties, they tend to have bars that they require the 21 and up. But if it's like in like not like the big ballroom spaces,
Mm-hmm.
and it requires and it's 21 and up, oh, you know.
Now I know. Now I know.
Yeah.
Now I know.
Like so, like that's the thing. If it's 21 and up and it's in one of the big ballrooms, it's just like they have a bar there and they want to monitor who's allowed in drinking. If it's in a smaller space, then it's going to be some freaky. I walked
Listen.
in. I still
Yes.
remember when they said after hours, like the anime room was 21 at one con I went to was 21 and up after hours. They played anime 24/7 at the con, but there's an after hours it's 21 and up.
Yeah, so that's why when I went
prepared.
that's why when I went to
That's
WonderCon
wild.
and they had at WonderCon they had this separate event. Like when I say separate event, it means that the con puts it on their list, but it's not officially part of the con. Like cosplayers do it. So some cosplayers set up this 21 and up thing at WonderCon, and I avoided it like the plague because it said drunk dating, and I was like, oh, I'm not going to that one. I don't want to see what I don't want to see what happens there, because that was at midnight, and I was like, nope, I'm avoiding it. But so I got a smelly story for you. It's at San Diego Comic-Con. I went as press, and I got to interview a lot of famous actors, and one is kind of known in the gaming community, Felicia Day. She's like well known with stuff she's done, Geek and Sundry, and all this other stuff. And I had a rush to do the interview, like from one side of San Diego Comic-Con, and if you ever been there, it's huge. Like it's probably like it's really big. It's like walking through like 4 airports sometimes. So I'm running from one side all the way to the other side. I have to get there for the interview. And it's very hot at San Diego Comic-Con when they have it. I was sweating really bad. And I have to go interview Felicia Day. So I went up to her. I have the microphone in hand because I'm holding the microphone. And she's like, where are you from? I'm like, Florida. And she's like, and you have all that hair and you're sweating? I'm like, yeah. She goes, are you a swamp beast? I said, absolutely. Absolutely, I am. And she said, did you smell yourself yet? I was like,
Damn.
yeah, Yeah, I ran all the way. And she's like, doesn't it get too hot for you? And I'm like, no, I got to do what I got to do. And then we all
Wow.
laughed it off. Like, she did the interview and everything. She was really cool about
Oh,
it. But
you were the smelly.
You were the
well,
smelly.
I had to be, yeah. I mean, she didn't smell me. She just looked at me sweating, and she assumed that I probably smelled from the distance I was at.
No,
Which she
but that's the key factor of like the difference between like con goers. Like you would just be regular funk. We all know the difference between, like I said, we know the difference
Yeah.
between regular funk
And
and
that's what
day
I was
old funk. We know the different
exactly.
smell between, oh, you just got back from the gym and come on, take off your gym clothes. It's been 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
running at San Diego Comic-Con is like that. You sweat like gym clothes when you're trying to get from one end to the other.
Jeez. Those stories that you guys were telling about the 21 plus, I feel like this is another thing that I'm supposed to put on my bucket list of like the things that I regret not being born in America for. You know,
Well,
like this type of stuff.
if you ever come out and you want to cover one of those events, I'll be more than glad to send you in instead of me.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. Okay. Just so you know, all the super chats we get, you usually go into my green card application. So soon, I guess.
Soon. I
That's
mean,
Speaking of which, Ron Slasher, don't just be putting a plane on. Fucking send a super chat so I can come to the States and go to a con and go to the 21 plus section. All right. I
Yeah,
need.
he's not already in the States.
Yes, I'm not. I'm not.
No,
Anyways,
no, definitely not. That's a real
Carlo.
African accent.
Yes, it is.
Yep. Nothing suspicious about that.
I work
Keep
with
going,
lots of
Luke.
Africans. None of them ever sound like you, Lo.
Yeah, keep going, Luke. Keep
But you
lying to
do
him.
sound like the Texans I know that pretend to be African.
Keep cooking, Luke. Keep
I
cooking.
know how we could test Loke. I know how we could test them.
How?
Okay, so in terms of this, okay, if you're not from America,
Okay.
what's your favorite football team in Africa?
My favorite football team in Africa. There's no I don't watch football from Africa.
Oh.
Oh wow.
No, I watch Manchester United and
Oh
Palmeiras in
man.
Brazil.
Oh man.
Okay. Do you have a favorite maybe football player from Africa?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, not really. I like a lot of them, but I've never sat down to be like, oh, from this continent, he's my favorite. Actually, I don't think I've ever done that for any player.
Oh, he doesn't know any African.
Man.
That's not.
Oh
That's
man.
no.
See, 'cause I was gonna say because I can't pronounce the football players from Africa. Like we call it soccer players, but I can't pronounce the names.
Yep.
Okay, I can riff off some names for you. That's not a problem.
Okay.
So,
Matt,
Colo
you got
Torre.
this?
Yeah, I got this. Colo Torre, Emmanuel Eboué, Didier Drogba, Samuel Eto'o, Rigobert Song, Yaya Toure. That's 6. That's a lot. That's plenty.
I think you just proved it. I think he did a good job. That's hard to
Thank
say.
you. Thank
It
you.
is. Yep.
Thank you.
It's difficult to Google.
I couldn't say
No,
those
he had
names.
plenty of time to Google in his stalling.
Oh
He had
my
plenty of time.
Oh
Sadly
wow.
for process, I got exposed. Clowns exposed me. All right. Clowns, you told us about your consoles, but what you been playing?
I've been playing Balatro more lately just because I've been trying to get a lot of content up, a lot of videos on pop culture and Gen Alpha. I don't know if you know this, but Gen Alpha is about to save the movie theater industry. So I found that out today, and I had to talk about it.
Hopefully.
Okay, they tried to resurrect the vinyl industry. How's that going?
I think it's
The
a
vinyl
nice.
industry is stable. It is where it is. Like like no other CDs aren't going to be there where vinyl is. It's about stable. It's like niche, but in a good place. Like the same thing with like the camera industry.
And people pay the prices too. They'll pay the top dollar for the vinyls.
It's expensive. It's expensive.
Yeah. They have a dedicated fan base for vinyl.
I need to get a new camera.
vinyl kind of reminds me of that thing when people say you don't have to make all the money in the world. You just have to make a profit. Because the people that are making money off vinyl right now aren't making billions, but they're making very, very good money. And that's okay. That should be okay. But yeah, go ahead. You're saying you're playing Balatro because you're doing this content on Gen Alpha?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Balatro. That game is another example of Vampire Survivors, in my opinion. It's one of those games that everyone was hyping up to the sky, and I was like, "This looks mid as hell. What are you guys doing?" And then it's like, no, 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 no. Video games, right? They're not movies. They're an interactive medium. Try it. And just like drugs, when you look at the drugs, you're like, ah. But when you do it, it's like, oh, okay, okay. So yes, Balatro, awesome game. Cozy,
That
what
game
you
was
been
my
playing?
game of the year.
Yes, it was. It's a worthy contender. What you been playing, Cozy?
Um, barely anything. A little bit of Army of Ruins, and that's I think it. I haven't been playing much. I've been busy getting everything in order since I came back.
Okay. All right. Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's get into the news. It's been enough preamble on
Oh,
on
I'm Helldivers.
I'm about to say
of
you played
course.
Helldivers with us the other night.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, let's get into the news. So, Hollow Knight Silksong is cheap. Not $50 cheap, not $40 cheap, not $30 cheap. One of the most hyped and anticipated indie games in the last 5 years on launch day is $20. So, actually, before we get into this section of the news, let's get into the positives and then we'll get into the saucy bit. Obviously, you combine hype plus pricing, you get this. Hollow Knight Silksong launch hammers Steam, Xbox, PlayStation, and Nintendo stores. I'm not even going to belabor the point. We're just going to stay on the headlines. We all saw that. We all saw it trending on social media. All these stores that were down, literally down. And you just could not buy more copies of Hollow Knight Silksong because everyone was flooding in to get a copy as if it was running out.
Well, you say as if it was running out. Did you see who was it? It was one of like the aggregates, not aggregate sites, but one of like the key sites, like the official key sites. It wasn't Humble, it was somebody else, but they ran out of keys. Like they had to
What?
make they had to make a statement like we're out of Steam. You can't get the game from us. We're out of keys.
Hold
Um,
on.
I
Hold
forget who
on.
it was. I don't think it was Humble, but it was one of the stores that's like Humble.
Hold on.
Yeah, if you can find that, that'd be cool. But I remember reading that and I was like, that's nuts. I don't think I've ever seen that.
Mm,
In fact, I'll look for it. Just like type
okay,
in
I don't see any news here. Keyside ran out of
Hollow
keys for Hollow Knight, and I don't see
Silksong
anything on the
out
results.
of Steam keys. Uh, maybe I might have to look onto it. I'll keep talking though.
All right,
I'll find it.
all right,
I'll find
all
it.
right. So, clowns, what are your thoughts on the tremendous success? Because that's all we can call it. When you get to the point where the sites are crashing, Xbox is crashing, Steam is crashing, Nintendo is crashing from people purchasing. What are your thoughts on this?
This is a wake up call to the game industry that says, wow, this game is an indie game, a 3-man dev team, I believe, and they're selling this hyped up game for only $20, and it is selling like crazy. It's knocking stores offline. It's selling more copies probably than a $70 game somewhere out there. And
Mhm.
this is a wake up call for the shareholders and investors. I won't say CEOs because they have to follow the shareholders and investors,
Yeah.
and say, don't be greedy, don't inflate your prices, go back to normal prices, and your games will sell like hotcakes. They just proved it. Silksong literally just proved you don't need to have a $70 price tag to make money,
No, you don't.
because it's all about the quantity sold versus the price tag. You could sell 5 copies of a $70 game and that's like nothing, but you could sell 400 copies of a $20 game and you already outpaced a $70 game.
A lot of money. That's a lot of money. Dude, can you imagine? Can you imagine Gears, the next Gears of War game comes out on PlayStation, Xbox, Steam, day one, $30.
I'm
That
Can you
that will sell.
imagine the sales numbers?
They can't
That
yeah, no, I
because
can't
they
imagine
they
that.
are built on that old big corporation thing. They'd have to make it, they'd have to be like, okay, we need to start making our games with like 5 people.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, look, I did send you that thing, and it was humble, by the way. I thought it
Oh
wasn't, but it
no.
was.
Okay. Let me get this member chat. Thank you so much, Slim Jim Click, for being a member on TSWS for 22 whole months. That's
Beautiful.
almost 2 years, dude. Memberships are live. We do appreciate you guys throwing just a single dollar at us every single month, if you can. If you can't, it's fine. That's why I open the chat for everyone, not just for members. Jim says, "What's up, everybody?" More importantly, Cozy. Of course, because people only come here for Cozy. On Wednesday, I don't know who it was. I don't know if it was Reezy or Richie was trolling us, talking about, oh, where's Cozy?
What
It's
time's
Wednesday.
though?
The Wednesday show is it's the same time as today's show.
Yeah.
Same time, yeah.
Because now I'll be working nights.
All right. All right. So there you go. There you go, Richie or Reezy. I don't know which one of you was trolling me. But yeah, there you go. You know what? I completely agree with you, clowns. There's no doubt that this, you know what, it should get their attention. It should get their attention. Whether it will or not is another. It's another discussion. Here it is. Humble supports it. Good morning. Due to issues affecting multiple storefronts this morning, we are currently out of keys for Hollow Knight Silksong on Steam. We have disabled purchasing for now and are working with Team Cherry to replenish keys as soon as possible for completed purchases. Madness! I have never, maybe you guys have been online longer than me in terms of gaming, but I have never seen this. Matt,
I haven't seen it.
what are your thoughts on this? Have you ever seen this happen before? And what are your thoughts on just the
I've not seen that happen before. I'm sure
appetite?
it has. It must have happened for something, but I couldn't tell you what. I certainly haven't seen it. Um, so I mean, props to Team Cherry for that. They released a game so good that it essentially nuked gaming
Ever.
for like a couple of hours. So that's got to be a good feeling for the developers. Um, I mean, like I guess I'm talking about it from the perspective of someone who still needs to play Hollow Knight like the original. So
Mhm.
I don't like I'm not caught up in the hype, although it's kind of getting my attention. But as for like the $20 price tag and everything, I think well, first of all, I think that's fair because I think the first one I read something that was like it was like $15 at launch, so $20 makes sense. It's still way cheaper, like astronomically cheaper than most things that are releasing today,
Yeah.
by a decent margin. And on top of that, I mean, it's one thing to be a cheap like price. You also have to have a good game. And from
Yes.
what I see online, everybody talking about the game, all the people who are really excited, and you go to check Steam, it's like overwhelmingly positive with like thousands of reviews at this point.
21,000.
It, it's 21,000 already.
21,000. This
Wow,
thing
that's
just came out, people. There
I
was
gotta see that.
500,000. Matt, I was watching a Joe from Seattle video. There was 500,000.
Wow.
Half a
So,
million people playing this game on a Tuesday.
but that was on Steam.
Just Steam.
Yeah,
Just
exactly, exactly.
half a million
And like, I can't imagine the numbers a
on the
game like this
console.
probably does on Nintendo. I can't imagine the engagement that Game Pass is getting from this. I can't imagine the amount of people on PlayStation
That's
buying it.
another angle. This thing is on
Like,
Game Pass.
like exactly. So, it, no matter what way you slice it, it's a ridiculous amount of people playing that game. A ridiculous for any game, let alone a indie game from a very small team. So it's good to see. I'm actually getting a little bit caught up in the hype to the point where I did download both of the games, and I've been playing, chipping away at Hollow Knight on my ally.
Mhm.
But I mean, it's cool to see. I don't think we've had a situation like this in terms of like a game being hyped. Like it feels like even Hogwarts Legacy wasn't hyped like this.
Not like this.
Like once when it came out, it did everything that it did. It sold what it sold, and people loved it. But
Yeah.
it wasn't hyped like this. The last thing that was like hyped like this was probably Elden Ring. And even that, like this might go toe
Even
to toe
Elden
with
Ring
Elden.
didn't shut down. Even Elden
Well,
Ring
that's what
didn't
I'm
shut
saying.
down.
That's what I'm saying. Like, but that's the closest thing of recent memory that we have to this. So it's been
Mhm.
years. It's been like literal years since we've had something like this. So I mean, I'm excited to check it out. It's good to see. I hope. Here's the thing. I want to say I hope that AAA publishers will take note of this. They won't. But I hope that other developers, whether they be small independent developers or just small publishers, take note of this. Because what was that one studio? The studio behind Lords of the Fallen, they came out recently and they said, "Hey,
Yeah.
$30 is the new norm for
Yes.
us." Which hats off to them for that. Um, I think if you're a developer of that size, a publisher of that size, I think they're still working with I forget what publisher, but like I hope developers like that take notice of this. I know you mentioned Gears. Listen, I would love to agree with you, but Microsoft ain't selling you Gears E-Day for $30. They're not doing that. Because as far as they're concerned, here's the problem with I don't know if you want to say the industry or like kind of fans sometimes. And I don't mean us. I mean like casual players where
Mhm.
like if Gears E-Day comes out at $30, I feel like a casual player might be like, well, what's wrong with it? Why is it only 30? Why did I buy this game for 70 and that one's only 30? Whereas we'd be like, that's awesome. So
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. It's tough. It's tough, but I think I hope more developers take note of it. Hopefully.
I just want to add on to that though, but then you look at Gen Z and Gen Alpha's play style, right? And you see that they love free to play like Fortnite,
Yes, true.
Warzone. So they primarily only play free to play games. They won't actually buy games. There's a decline with Gen Alpha and Gen Z buying games right now, which is why the AAA industry is inflating their prices because they're relying on older gamers to make up for the slack of less of sales with
Yeah.
the newer generations coming until they can get the new kids to want to play these games. So
Good luck with that.
yeah, I think good luck with that. So I think if little Tommy sees Gears of War E-Day and his friends are talking about it and it's $30, he might go, "Hey mom, let's go to the game section over here at the local Walmart. I want to get this Gears game. It's like $30, so it's nothing for you to buy. It's cheap
Why
enough.
did he play E-Day though? It looks all grim, dark, and dramatic and serious.
The online cozy.
Yeah, but
There's
Fortnite
no.
looks a lot more fun.
Well, I'll tell you, a kid getting into Gears Online, right? I mean, unless he's a prodigy, that's possible. But Gears Online is some of the sweatiest. Just
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is. I can't play it. I properly can't play it. I used to be good at it. I properly can't play it anymore. I'm
That's okay,
actually
man. I
terrible.
mean, I know you're trying to hype up those hardcore Gen X players out there like myself, and I appreciate it. But we're our reflexes are slowing down. We're not going to be able to keep up with little Tommy much longer.
It's a fair
Yeah,
point.
yeah, yeah. Slim Jim Click says, as long as you know the truth, my guy. Yes, we are aware, Vic. We are aware. You only lurk on the other shows, but then you comment here. We are aware. We are aware. It's the cozy show over here. We get it. We get it. Kids nowadays don't care the gory crap your old people love. Damn.
Yeah, like
Jesus.
when I was like when you look at the games, like
That was a
Gears
mistake.
doesn't aesthetically look pleasing to like a modern audience
That likes purple stuff.
and
Oh yeah,
color.
I mean, likes cartoony stuff. No, I get it. You got a point there. Jago in the chat brings that up too. He's like, they spend like $300 on the free to play games. I mean, you're right. and those what do you call it?
Still in their
Those
mom's
FIFA
cards.
those FIFA packs and those Madden cards, they go crazy on
Oh
those.
god.
But I think, if enough of little Tommy's friends or little Tommy's like friends' older brothers start getting Gears E-Day and they start talking about it, I
They're
think
not.
little
That's
Tommy's
the
gonna get
issue.
interested.
They're
What's
not
that?
that what?
They're not. That's the issue. There's
I
nothing
don't
fun and
know.
exciting. It doesn't have cool skins that you can show your friends.
It's got
No,
monsters. It's got
no
like
one but
weird
old
looking.
people are going to be playing it.
Old people.
Cozy.
I know. I
Mhm.
know, but
What you're
You know
Gears,
what?
saying is
Ron Slasher
retirement
Gears is
brings
like
up.
home.
Final Fantasy past its prime.
Damn. Ron Slasher has a good point here, Cozy. Concord had lots of purple.
So no, the thing about Concord is
Lots of
it didn't
color.
have a nice art style.
It was also not a free to play game. It was also a game that came out. It was also a free to play model of a game that was
Yeah.
$40. I think it was $40.
It was like imagine no one. It was like it had a lot of going wrong with it, especially
Mhm.
like not just it wasn't it was colorful, but it was colorfully ugly and serious.
It looked
Like
like vomit.
yeah, like why
It
would you
looked
do
like
a
neon
serious
vomit.
dramatic art style when you could just like Fortnite doesn't look serious.
Like
Overwatch doesn't look serious.
I don't
Marvel
think
Rivals doesn't look serious.
I don't think your game, and again, I'm not a developer, but I don't think your game should have a furry character in it and your art style be hyper realistic.
Yes, it shouldn't.
Like that's
That does not.
that's
Ah,
odd. It's odd looking. It should be cartoony. If you're gonna do that, make it cartoony. Make
They
it
did all
fun to look at.
this the perfect setup to have cartoony looking characters. They're like, this needs to be hyper realistic.
Yeah, it felt off kind of looking at that game.
How
all
much are
right.
the Five Nights at Freddy's games?
I
Like you
don't
usually
know.
get them in a bundle for like practically for like 20 cents. I mean,
I've
you
never
used to
played
be able to
Five
get them
Nights
for
at
real cheap.
Freddy's.
I
I
played one. They suck.
No, because I was gonna say those games are popular with Gen Alpha and Gen Z, and you
so
also see that.
those games aren't even actually popular to play. They're popular to watch
To
people to play
stream.
because they're
Yeah,
funny.
yeah.
It's fun to watch people play. I have a friend actually who introduced me to it, and she's Gen Z, and this is this was a while ago, but she was like, "Hey, you should play this." I was like, "I don't do horror games." She's like, "No, no, it's not that scary. It's not that scary." She waited till that fox pops out, and I threw the controller, and she thought it was the most hilarious thing ever. But
I'll say, well, because I say
she
that
never
because
played it. She just liked to watch other people suffer.
when I cover cosplayers, I see a lot of Gen Z cosplayers dress up as Five Nights at Freddy characters, and they all talk about like how they play the game with their friends, and they do streams sometimes on Twitch. And then I'll post their characters, but I'll intentionally get Springtrap Freddy wrong and call him Mangle Freddy, and I'll get like 400 comments from Gen Z, be like, "Hey, Boomer, you don't know the characters of Five Nights at Freddy's?" And they go into this whole detail about, oh, in Security Breach it was this and this and this, and like they
What?
get crazy over it. Yeah, like those games are I'm telling you, man,
They're
and
fun
they're
because it's a fun, like, you can't
It's
create
like a
like, if a
social
game
thing.
is a fun group game, it's got a guaranteed audience.
Hmm. Like Roblox. Anyways, Cozy.
No, if a game is also like a pedo simulator, it has to be.
wow, cozy my ears.
Sorry.
I mean, that's
It's
definitely
just the truth.
Roblox.
It's just the truth of what it is. Sapo, welcome in. Get comfortable. Smash the like button. Come on,
Cozy's
yo. Smash
favorite
the
game
like
was
button.
like 99 cents. Vampire Survivor. She got everybody into it.
Yes, she did. Yes, she did.
Yeah,
She
but
forced me to play the game because I was crapping on it every week for like a month,
that's
And
the
look
and
only
then
now,
reason
she
I
forced
played
me
it
to
was
get it.
because when someone craps on a game, I gotta try and see exactly for myself.
That's
Mm.
also the thing with Loke is when Loke sees a game that doesn't involve like 30-minute cutscenes, his brain just shuts off and he can't really
Like, is
take
this
it.
even a game?
He's like, is this I have to play this? What?
Okay, okay. Clowns, you watch the TSWS. You know what the joke is here. We're not gonna get into this. We're not gonna get into this.
But let's
Cozy,
be, it's a joke, but like also it's kind of, sort of, a little bit true. It's at
what's
least
wrong? No, but
it's at least 40 to 50% true. Well,
Matt, what's wrong with liking certain things
nothing,
about certain games? Like Cozy
nothing at
likes
all.
fishing mechanics in games.
There's
What's wrong with that?
I'm not saying that it's bad. I'm just saying
Uh
it's a thing that we acknowledge. That's all.
they wanna have an intervention with you one day and talk about it.
Exactly.
it feels like it, dude. It feels like it. Cozy, what are your thoughts on Hollow Knight crashing video game stores?
I always hope when a game, takes its time, does the work, and is trying to, like, and to come out, um, it wows the audience as a sequel the same way that the first did.
Mm, mm. No
Because,
one
like,
seems disappointed.
I always, my worry is always, like, I have no interest in playing it, but my worry is always that for a game like Hollow Knight is like, what if it doesn't initially impress people? Because all it takes is that little, negative word of mouth, and suddenly we waited 7 years for this. So I'm glad.
Yeah, and then people leave. Yeah, fair enough. Fair enough. But as far as the crashing of the stores, you don't have any thoughts on that? On
Oh
how that could
no,
impact the future or anything?
they probably just weren't prepared for it. Like, I wouldn't have been prepared for it.
You know what? That's a good one. They weren't prepared for it. I think this is a good warm up for GTA 6.
Oh,
Oh no, they'd be
GTA.
prepared for GTA 6.
Well, yeah, that's true because GTA's like, I think you would expect it. Not to say you didn't expect it with Hollow Knight because the hype was crazy, but like it's also comparatively speaking to GTA 6. I think GTA 6 has a broader appeal. So like when GTA 6 comes around, I think they'll be prepared for Hollow Knight. They were like, okay, people are hyped for this, and then the day came, and they're like, holy shit, we didn't know it was like that. We did not know that it was like that, and they had to like do whatever they had to do behind the scenes to actually get it sorted. But I think for GTA though, they should be prepared. Who knows? But they should be.
I think it's going to be way more people trying to get GTA.
It
In
I
will.
mean,
fact,
obviously.
It
I
will.
think
But
GTA is going to have this problem not the day of launch, but like the day they say pre-orders are live.
oh, dude, as soon as they say pre-orders are live, that's the one thing with GTA. Here's the thing: they're gonna say pre-orders are live, and it's $100, and I'm gonna swallow my pride, and I'm gonna say, here you go,
I hope they do
just
something.
take
It'd
it.
be really cool if they did something like it's $100 for pre-order, and then
Mhm.
150 if you buy it when it comes out.
Dear God, take two.
What?
I could see take two. Ooh,
Come on,
this
come on,
Don't
come
give him
That'd be
that
on,
great.
idea, Cozy.
talk
Don't
come
give him that
on,
idea.
come
talking about
on.
He's
talking
the
about
villain of this show.
talking about terrible business ideas for consumers.
Mhm.
But it's
We
yeah, they could do that.
That's the thing. But we
Stop it.
talked about me, Bill, and Ham talked about last night. I don't know if you saw EA came out and announced like there was that rumor we're
College.
going to do a college basketball game, and they came out and said we're not going to do it. And then the whole speculation was they're not even going to bother doing it because 2K is rumored to be working on a basketball game. 2K then last night came out and said it's true we're working on a basketball game, and it was phrased very weirdly to make people, myself, Bill, and Ham, specifically, say, I don't think it's going to be a game. I think it's going to be part of 2K. And what I think they're going to do is just if you want college basketball, you got to pay for 2K and more for the college part of the game.
Oh,
I fully expect them to do that. I don't
like,
think it'll
like
be a separate app.
it'll be inside
Yes.
NBA 2K26, and then when you want to
Yep.
play it, it'll prompt you to pay $50 for
Exactly. And
They should
it's
have-
only 150 programs, 150 school programs or 100 school programs. So I'm like, if it's only 100, you can't make a full ass game out of that. That sounds like a mode in 2K.
that madness.
They should have
That
a
is
And
mode
madness.
where you can you start out in like elementary school playing basketball, then you go to middle school and then to high
Oh
school and then the
no.
college.
I mean
And
Oh
then
no.
go pro.
they did do
What?
that. They've done
What?
that. I mean, not elementary school, but they did. You start in high school, then you go to college,
Now I
then you
gotta
go
start in
pro.
elementary school.
That'd be
Of
fun.
course.
And
I'm just
then make
Uh
it like a
it-
actual just RPG where you have like regular things to do.
oh, speaking of
well,
RPGs, it is an
well,
RPG apparently.
I mean, you can stop playing basketball in the last one and just rap
What? You
if
can
you
have a
want
rap
to.
career?
Yes,
Yeah,
What?
it's
yeah.
terrible, but you can do it if you want to.
Can you start your own fast food franchise?
I think you should hit up Ronnie 2K and tell him you want to
Don't
start
do
your
it,
own fast
Cozy.
food
Don't do
franchise.
it.
I think you should be able to start your own fast food franchise, pivot to
Uh-huh.
film,
Okay.
What about
Carlo
pursue a
was the
music
cosplay?
positive.
career,
Famous cosplayer.
become a famous. No, there's not a big
It might.
intersection between basketball people and
I
cosplay.
don't know. I don't think I'd play this game.
But I think the
Movie
food,
star?
the
No.
restaurant thing works very well.
Well, a lot of basketball mascots are like furries, aren't they?
No, they're
There
not
you
like
go.
furries.
They are.
There
They're
you go.
literally furries.
They're mascots.
They're furries, Cozy. Stop it. Stop it. Slim Jim, cope and see it, Cozy. Slim Jim says you get hard for characters that hide in boxes. 3 laughing emojis.
That's true.
Vic, you should monitor. You should monitor my Twitter for the next few days. I've been recording gameplay of my Metal Gear Solid
Is that what you call
Delta
it?
playthrough, and
I think that might be against the TOS of Twitter.
I've been I've been snipping up. I've been
Slipping?
making snips like
Okay.
snipping.
He's been slipping out of his seat.
Oh
Yeah.
my lord. Okay, just
Yep.
you know what? Thank you for the super chat, Vic.
We should shine a black light over his like desk and chair. No, never mind. Don't.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no one wants to see that. Nobody wants to see that.
Sapo speed ran Super Metroid, beat it in 46 minutes.
Wow.
That is
Nice.
crazy. You should probably stream that. Usually the trick with Metroid is to explore a level until you can't proceed further, get a new item ability, and backtrack. I hate Metroidvanias. I'm sorry. That's why I don't like side scrollers. But to Matt's point about getting swept up in the hype, I'm at the point with this game, as with the Lords of the Fallen, the revamp and whatever. I'm feeling like I might just buy this just to send a message. I'm not into 2D side scrollers. I'll probably never play Hollow Knight. But guys, we say it all the time. where we spend the money is what is the communication we have to these corporations and these companies. And the more people that buy Hollow Knight, trust me, there are people paying attention. Whether it's EA, Microsoft, PlayStation, Nintendo, it doesn't matter who it is. They're paying attention. Someone, whether it's the coffee break, whether it's the meeting, the official meeting with Satya Nadella or whoever, this is getting out. This is being discussed.
I
And
agree.
I'm very tempted to just be like, yo, fuck it. I'm just gonna buy the damn thing. There's a bundle on Steam for $25. You can get both of the games.
Wow, that's a pretty good deal.
Not bad.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm thinking just
Can
I think I'm just gonna get this and just keep it pushing.
you know what you should do also to send a message, Loke?
What?
Go ahead and please buy Ori 1 and 2 so that they
Oh
can
Oh,
Oh,
fuck
so
that.
they can get
Fuck
the
that.
message and make Ori 3. Please.
No, no, no,
Please.
no, no.
Loke,
I tried Oreo on Game Pass. No.
you bozo.
No. Even clowns agrees with me. No. I'm
I
not I'm not
love
I'm not
that
about to
game.
do that.
it is
I'm not
such a
about to do
delicious
that.
game.
Vic wants to know why my controller is sticky. Listen, Snake was in a river. That's why it's sticky. Anyways,
Don't I almost
anyway,
no. I almost
let's
made it. Never mind.
anyways, anyways. Now let's move on to the next section. We have an article here from Eurogamer. It's not the only article, but it's the one that I picked. There's been lots of articles going around, lots of discussion going around. It seems tis a problem. Tis a problem. Sapo said that he tried to buy Hollow Knight this morning, and it's still not going to check out. Where were you trying to buy it? I need to know. Where is it that you cannot buy Hollow Knight right now? Anyways, apparently it's a bad thing. It's an issue. So here's the headline: Is Hollow Knight Silksong's cheap price a problem for other indie games, devs, and publishers? Weigh up its impact.
Oh. No, no,
Excuse me.
no.
I
Team
think
Cherry announced the $20 price alongside Silksong's fourth September release date. Only a couple of weeks ago, no other regional pricing was announced, such as how much it'll cost in UK. But I expect we're looking at £20 because that's how these things usually settle. Okay, there's a lot of preamble. Let's jump a
They're
couple
getting you
here and
warmed
there.
up, Loke.
Okay, apparently only Snake gets me warmed up. All right.
Oh, come on.
Apparently, it's apparently it's too little, too cheap. And X, in reaction to Silk Song's date and price, say as much. Actually, underpriced, said one user on Blue Sky. You guys are nuts for this at $20, said another. And you're going to spawn a week of discourse with that price announcement. You know that, said another. Oops, ignore that last one. Broadly, it's lighthearted. Most people are pleased. Okay. So let's stop here with the comment section, then we'll continue. So people are making like these comments. You guys are nuts for this at 20. You're going to spawn a week of discourse. Actually underpriced. From the consumer point of view, Oshers, welcome in, have a seat. Smash the like button, Oshers. From a consumer point of view, and I think this that I'm going to put out to the panel is going to be a unanimous agreement. From a consumer point of view, $20 for a game is excellent.
hmm
Clowns.
I mean, it's excellent. Yeah, it's amazing that they did this. It's amazing that they kept it at that price, knowing the hype behind it. They could have been greedy and upped the price intentionally, knowing people still would have paid $10 or $20 more. But I'm happy they kept it at 20. And it's like I said earlier, it's a wake up call to the industry. And could it hurt, other developers that in the indie space? Or yeah, absolutely. Because if they're trying to, gauge something higher than this now, this is like the threshold to meet. Sell this many copies at $20, and you're going to do better than selling an indie game at $40.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is good for us. Cozy, do you
Yes.
agree?
I think the thing is, uh, it works when it works and it doesn't when it doesn't. Like people are a lot of like you have a lot of the loudmouth gamers hyping this game up. But they're not the majority. Um, and by that I mean there are people who aren't just like aren't even gonna ever touch Hollow Knight. Great game. It'll do well. Well, I mean,
Hmm.
already has. But there are people who will never hear of it and have never what you call it. And for every greatly priced indie that makes it to the top of the charts, there are at least 100 that just disappear into the abyss.
But to Clowns' point, right? Does selling at such a price push other developers to match or undercut, potentially forcing unsustainable decisions?
Not necessarily, because for some people, if you have to choose between, say, I'm trying to think of a game. I don't play big budget games. Name something that's $70 that people actually play.
Assassin's Creed
If
or
Uh,
you have to choose
Assassin's
between
Creed.
Assassins, you're talking about two different people a lot of times. If you have to choose between Assassin's Creed and Hollow Knight, you're not going to choose Hollow Knight, even at that price. You're going to be like, it's a side scroll. I don't want to touch it.
Okay, okay. So it's different markets, so they don't. There's not a high chance of them cannibalizing
Yeah.
each other. Matt, thoughts
oh,
on Carlos' point here about like undercutting and maybe them making unsustainable decisions. I hope I'm not misphrasing what you said, Clowns.
No, I think you got the gist of it, right? Because it's like, let's say you see Silk Song in the Steam store at $20 in the charts or the whatever, and then you're looking at the next indie game and that's like $40 and it's below it. I think people are going to choose Silk Song over the next indie game, right? Because
Hmm.
if they're looking at the top indie games and they see this one doing really well at $20, that person might say, okay, well, this is $20 versus this $40 one, and this has more sales and more positive reviews, so I'm going to go with this $20 one. So I think it's going to hurt, the indies underneath it that are higher priced in a sense, and that
Like,
word of mouth is going to get around.
but that's also still looking at indies as all the same thing. Like I'm never going to play this game, and my price is $30. Occasionally I'll buy something $40, but even if it's an indie, if it's a side scroller, I just won't buy it.
It's
There are
like me
plenty of
with
people
Souls
that
likes.
will only
It's like
play
me with
that
Souls likes.
that are into indies that only play CRPGs, 4X or RTS, or play, just card games. So a lot of times you have to look at like what the audience is amongst that. Like just saying indie, like not every person who primarily plays indies is going to play every indie type of game.
I think that's fair because even AAA is not just AAA. Because even within AAA, there's action, there's your stealth games, there's your racing games, there's your
Stealth
fighting
games still
games, there's
exist.
your Souls games. There's still stealth games. Stop it, cozy. Stop it. There's your fighting. There's even your like vehicle management games like your roadcrafts and stuff like that. So there's different genres. There's different genres. Matt, so sorry for
yeah.
putting you and then taking it away. Go ahead.
Hey, you're fine. Um, I'm in agreement with Cozy. I think like there's different games for different people. I think like now if here's where it gets complicated. As I think if a game in the similar vein as Silksong comes out and does, hey, we're $10 more, and a prospective consumer is looking at the charts and sees Silksong is obviously at the top and whatever is however many spaces down, it's like, well, then why would I get the other thing? Like I would just get Silksong. If that's the game I was looking for, I would just get Silksong over the other thing that is kind of like Silksong but more expensive. But like in terms of like a game I'm playing recently is Metal Eden. That's an indie FPS game. That was $40. Now I know for me personally, I'm more drawn to an FPS game. So like Metal Eden at $40 versus Silksong at 20, I'm probably gonna buy Metal Eden 10 out of 10
Probably.
times.
Yeah.
And that's not shade on Hollow Knight. Just like I prefer what I prefer.
Mm.
But like I can see what he's saying in the sense of like if your game is anywhere near similar to Silksong and you're trying to price it more than Silksong, they've set a bar where it's like you pricing it higher now looks stupid. It looks goofy if you do that. Unless you've just happened to make the greatest game of all time, then you kind of look silly doing that. But I'm mostly in agreement with Cozy. I think different games, different people. People will buy different things.
Metal Eden is out.
It sure is, and that
What?
game is amazing. That game's so fun.
How? This is one of the few first person games that was interested this year. It has an interesting aesthetic, and the campaign looked like it would be decent.
It's super fun, dude. It's I know people like to draw the comparison to Doom. It's like Doom meets Cyberpunk, and I can see that it's very fast paced like Doom. But also, I would throw in like there's some stuff in that campaign. I haven't beat it yet, but there's stuff in that campaign that's also very Metroid inspired, like very first person shooter Metroid
Hmm.
inspired. Um, it's so good. It's unbelievably good.
Okay, okay. Again, we say this almost every single week, guys. It's too many games. It's too many fucking games.
This month is
Uh,
nuts, dude.
Something else I wanted to discuss with you guys. Should this be a new norm? Like, let's take the developers and publishers out of this and how this will affect their bottom line. Should this be
Mhm.
the new norm? $20 for indie and I don't know, $50 for AAA or $40 for AAA. And
No,
is that sustainable? Go ahead, Cozy.
Mhm.
I don't think it should be the norm. I think and everyone should be pricing their labor at what they value, and people should customers should act accordingly. So if you think something's worth like a certain price, then buy it at that price. If you don't, keep it moving.
Mhm.
Yeah, but you say that, but every industry has their like floor and roof. It doesn't matter if it's sports, it doesn't matter if it's movies, it doesn't matter what it is. But any industry that has more of 10 of something, whatever the product is, norms appear. The current norm is $70, is like the top end. Used to be $40 was the low end for double A indie day one. Now it's 20.
No, there's been games that are priced lower than
Yeah,
that. That's what I'm saying.
there's been
There's
tons
plenty
of
of
games that
games
are.
that are priced lower. Vampire
Really?
Survivors is priced lower than that.
That's true. That's true.
There
Yeah,
is
like
no floor. It's just
But
like
those are the exceptions, right, Cozy? I mean,
not
no,
if we
really,
talk about
no,
exceptions
no. Those aren't
not
exceptions.
really.
There's lots of low price indie games.
that are good,
On
So
it, indie
Yeah,
games.
I mean, if you like them, yeah.
okay.
this is where you can tell that Loke is not in America because he's not thinking on the capitalistic terms like Cozy and Matt. So
He's
I'm more with
Thank
Loke
you.
on this. I'm
Thank
more with
you.
Loke on this because I think that I do think that right now we'll receive $70 games. Okay, there are a few exceptions where maybe the budgets are very high, like GTA 6. We know that budget's like crazy, right? So that's one example. But you take a look at some of these other games like was it 2K basketball? I don't even play, but 2K. And it's like, why is that game so high? It's like, isn't it like the same engines over and over, and they just replace the rosters and the
And
players?
the
Like,
licensed
Hmm.
people and
Well, I can tell you why that game's high. First of all, it's what Cozy said right there, but also it's because they don't have any competition. Because EA completely bowed out. instead of offering competition and maybe helping prices
So
come down.
there's some bit of greed there because they know the demand
Yes,
is high and they're going to sell it
absolutely,
anyway. But see, that
100%.
at the end of the day, that's greed. And the problem with greed in corporations is it never trickles down. It doesn't trickle down to the devs. It doesn't trickle down to the janitors or the low level employees. That
Mm.
greed goes straight to the top, and all that happens is those CEOs get an additional cabin on their yacht, or they get an additional cabin in the woods somewhere, or a new farm that they
Oh, not the
buy.
cabin in the woods.
Or like Sean Layden so aptly put it last week or the week before that, they get a new sports car.
Yes. Like, look what happened with Destiny, the Destiny guys, right? Isn't that what happened? Like, there was a lot of complaints about the guy was buying
He
cars and he was
literally, and then he would invite his devs. Yo, that
that he was
guy.
going to fire to look at his cars. Yeah. So, I mean, greed goes to the top.
Yo,
Greed doesn't trickle down. If that $70 meant that each dev was going to get a 50-cent pay raise, okay, then I'm all for it. Like, I'm all for it. But if it means that those devs are still going to work the same crunch time and same hours at the same pay that they work in the
and
last
get
5 years,
laid off on day
I'm
one.
not. I'm against it. I'm against it 100%. I don't
Clowns.
care if they have to hire external teams or different teams for this and that. If they're going to be laying off their people, raising the prices of their games, and the CEO's getting a bigger parachute bonus, no, I'm against it 100%. I do not like. There's a term for that in capitalism. I forget the name. I think it's like corpo capitalism or corpo fraud capitalism. I don't know the term anymore. But it's just where you take capitalism and you put greed with it. And I'm against that.
Clowns. Just so
Well,
you know, I was being very much tongue in cheek. I was not
Okay.
being serious at all. I mean,
Oh,
I do think people should price their things accordingly, but I
yes.
think people who can't but help themselves at at having to spend that extra dollar on something should be milked for their money. I'm way too frugal to ever spend over a certain amount on a game because I,
Hmm.
like you were saying earlier, I can find a game I want to play easily. I have more games I
The
want to play than
backlog, the
time.
backlog is
I could
undefeated,
literally, yes, never buy another game a day of my life and still have games to play for the
and
rest of
not
my life.
finish them when you die, and still
Yes.
not finish.
So, and I was saying that I don't think that they should be operating how they operate. I fundamentally disagree with that. But I um also don't I also have a fundamental disagreement with the way people will complain and still buy it.
that happens a lot. Yeah.
Like you
People go
can't complain
online.
and buy.
Yeah.
That's
And
true.
consume it. And they're just feeding the corporation numbers that say they can get away with it. Yep.
Yeah, like I'm okay. I'm okay with like I don't want to be a hypocrite. I'm okay with uh because we all have the human experience. I assume we all have that thing because even Cozy has it as well. We all have that one, two, or even three things in gaming that it's like, oh, it's $60. I'm gonna buy it. It's 70. I'm gonna buy it.
Yeah.
Oh, it's $100. Dude, I'm buying this thing. For
Yeah.
me, it's Metal Gear, it's Remnant, and Football Manager. I'm buying. I don't care. It used to be Tekken as well, but they've shit the pot on like two of their games now. 8 and 7 have disappointed me massively. But everyone
I
has
thought the
these
last
exceptions.
Tekken was really good, from what I heard.
No, it wasn't. Well, it was good, and then they ruined it, and now
Oh,
they're trying
okay.
to. And now it's recovering. This whole thing
Gotcha.
about games that come out and then they can get patched and repatched and characters can get taken away and put in. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Yep.
I if I could go back to back in the day when it's like, yo, ship a complete game and then get the fuck out. I wish we could do that. Leave the online for like co-op gameplay or multiplayer or whatever, but don't be sitting there and taking away the product from the customer just because now we have the internet thing. That's messed
It's
up.
And you go into that point where we're in this day and age where, you know, everything is like got to be online, right? So they can hold the keys to the digital licenses. They can take it away at any time. Europe is trying to pass some laws to change some of that, where if you buy a digital key, then they have to at least give you the base game. Like they can't take away the base game that doesn't
Yeah,
require online parts. And, you
yeah,
know, and this is where I want to give Jago a shout out, because Jago is true to his core when it comes to physical copies. He would rather buy physical if it's available. And he's somebody that puts his money where his mouth is. And he'll do that with Mortal Kombat and stuff like that. And I gotta agree, like I agree with him. I think support what you want. Even if it's a dying thing, support what you want, no matter what people say. And
yeah,
that's what I do too. Like I think that we go into $70 games, and because of that, subscription services are becoming popular. Microsoft saw this from the get go that games were going to go up to 70. Let's do subscription services. We'll undercut some of the competition because people will buy into the subscription instead of buying $70 games, and
mm,
that's kind of like what happened. So we're in that kind of world.
yeah, yeah. Someone said I should buy Unmetal. I don't know what that is.
Unmetal.
So
Why
let
does that
me.
sound familiar? I'm looking that up.
Is this like a meme version of Metal Gear?
Uh, oh wow.
Okay, it's a
I mean,
okay.
I mean, jeez. Yeah, that looks like it.
Yeah,
Metal.
a coin. All right. Okay, so this is like a pixel version of the Shadow Moses mission, essentially. That's what I'm saying. Yeah.
Reconstruction of Metal Gear.
Right. Um, I probably won't be getting this if I'm being like 1,000,000% honest.
I think you should get it and do a stream.
No, no.
Ooh,
I'm
Is Vic here? Is Vic
I
here?
would like to see Loke do a stream of playing as the Eagles in Madden.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Madness,
What
madness.
was what was that
Um,
game, Lope, we were talking about like
what
last week? I don't think Vic was in the chat, but we
what
said
game?
we need to get in contact with Vic so that you can play a game on stream. Oh, first of all, we need Vic, you need to start paying again so that Lope can't
No,
say
no,
Metal
no.
Gear.
Let's get back to Silksong. Let's
You
get
gotta
back to
start playing
Silksong.
again because he keeps talking about Metal
Let's
Gear and
get
it's
back
getting out of
to
hand.
Silksong.
Let's
Let's get back to Silksong.
But I'm gonna have to think about it. There was a game that we said you should play on stream, and you said something like, "I'm not gonna play that if I'm not getting paid." And I know that Vic was the
Veil
one
God.
who paid.
Veil God.
Was it Vilder?
Yeah, we're talking about Veil God. I was like, I'm not even gonna waste my time because it's on Game Pass, remember? And I was like, I'm not even gonna waste my time installing and playing that rubbish.
Uh-oh, you have to make him play
I see that
DI
game's
guard.
trending on Game Pass. People are apparently enjoying it.
I don't care. I don't care. Let's continue with this
I
article.
didn't say you
Bro-
did, Loke. Shit.
Broadly, you know what, clowns? Have you played Veilguard? What are your brief thoughts on the Veilguard?
There's things I can say and things I can't say. So what I can say is I get invited to EA a lot to do play tests and stuff. And what I can tell you is I like Veilguard.
Let's go.
Uh,
My man.
So
Loke, you better speak up,
I
Loke. Don't
I recommend everybody play Veilguard. If it may not be your type of game or you don't like the context in it, I get it, but you might like it, you know? And if you do
dude.
like it, great, you get to figure it out.
Dude. I'm not even really on Twitter anymore. I need to go to Twitter and follow
Berkman
you.
is in the
I need to
chat.
follow you immediately.
so I'm always
Welcome,
like
welcome,
curious.
welcome in. Hold on, pause everyone, pause everyone. You heard about the medical situation that you had recently, and we're very happy to see that you're back and you're doing good. Welcome, welcome. We wish you all the best, Sir X-Man. Thank you for the
Hey.
that says golf with 10 bucks. Get over it, clowns. There's a story there. Clowns. There's a story.
So okay, so we've played PGA golf
Uh-huh.
together, and he is pretty good at PGA golf, and I'm okay at it. Sometimes I'll get better on a course or whatever, but a lot of times he's good at it. And I challenged him to golf with friends sometime, and he's like, "No, I'm not playing that fake crap." And I said, "You know what? It's because you don't got skills. Like, if you play golf with friends and you can hit all these holes in weird ways, and you got some skills, right? Like, it takes real skill to play golf with friends. I'm just
Really?
gonna tell you that right now. Real hand-eye coordination, bouncing off walls, doing all these trick shots. Like, it takes real skill. And I think Sir X-Man likes a traditional one because it doesn't take as much skill. Like, you hit a tree, it bounces, yeah, but you hit it in the river, it's not coming out of the river. In golf with friends, you never know what might happen when you hit what. And
It's that bad.
no, it's that good. And it's
All
got
right,
cool indie music to it.
It's got cool indie music.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's see some Golf with Friends gameplay, people. What? The course is like trying to sabotage the players
Mm-hmm.
at this point.
Yeah, it's
It
like
is
mini
good.
golf with trick
Look at
shots.
this. What?
Yeah, see?
No, 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 no. Sexman's right. This
No,
sucks.
this is skill, my
Look,
friend.
that looks fun, Luke.
Yeah, it
No, no,
is.
I'm not saying it doesn't look fun. I'm just saying this doesn't look like it requires skill.
Oh
What?
no, this requires a lot of
That
skill.
It's a
Look,
lot
definitely
of
you
luck.
got these trick shots.
It's a lot of
Yeah,
luck.
if you find the candy level, go look at that candy level, man. Like, it's crazy. There's a candy level in this game, and it's insane.
It looks like just a bunch of luck. That's
I
what
mean,
it looks like.
off that first hit into the tunnel that's
Yeah.
spinning, that's timing. You have to time it so it falls through the thing while it's spinning. That's not luck. That's timing. That's skill. Look.
This is mini golf.
Yeah,
Essentially, this is mini golf
with
to
tricks, and you can
plus.
also trick out your balls. Like, you can get a rubber ducky ball, top hat. You can like put cosmetics on your balls, and you don't have to pay for it. Like, you earn it through playing the game.
That's a plus. That's always a plus. When a game respects your wallet, that's always a plus.
And the game is cheap. It's not even that expensive.
Okay. Okay. Uh, um. Oh, look at that! Come on, come on. That's not
Mm-hmm.
even. That's not fair. Cozy. Do you like what you see here? Would you
I
be
mean,
interested in playing this game?
so as a group, yeah, I would play. I don't. I have played golf with friends before. I don't particularly find it fun, but it's the closest thing to a new good monkey ball that we're ever going to get.
This is nah, man. Nope. I'm not a fan. This is. It looks very
Come
frustrating,
on.
and I can see like Ham making lots of fun when I miss it when I missed a hole, and then everyone is done, right, and I'm the only one on the course trying to nail the
Like, look at
hole.
this
No,
one right here.
You're
See this?
absolutely selling it.
Look at
wait.
this one.
How? What skill do you need to make that one? That's stupid. That's so dumb.
I get holes in one on this one. You got to go a little bit to the left, like on the thing, a little bit to the left on that ramp, and then it'll go right in.
I can see myself just smashing the controller at this point. Watching this is frustrating. Just watching it is already frustrating. So,
The
X-Men, thank you for the $2. Says I've played golf games like that before.
I don't know what ones like this, because if I found them, I'd be still playing them. I haven't found any like this. And Golf with Friends
Send it.
2 is coming out.
Golf
Send
is.
in. Send us the names, Sir X-Man. Send us the names. Look at this, guys. Look at this.
It's fun, see? This is
You
what I mean.
gotta
Yeah.
This is-
just time yourself right.
Timing. Time.
That is not fun.
Skill.
Bro, how do we get it? How do we get it from here to the fucking
Looks
what?
like it's offering me an obstacle. I can't do this.
What? Oh,
Yeah.
fuck off, man.
So this
What the
one,
fuck?
This you could do this one in 2 or 1. You got it like to get it on the bridge. You do like a small shot to get it on the bridge, and then
Uh-huh.
on your second turn, while it's on the bridge, you just aim it at the hole when the bridge turns. Or you could try to bounce it off the corner wood if you time that right, and you can actually get it up on there near the hole. Or you could go down on the bottom and use the ramp to get on the hole.
Ah,
Sounds like a lot of skill.
even if this thing is on Game Pass, I'm good, bro. I'm all right.
There's a pyramid level too. Like you got to get up a pyramid in one of the levels. It's crazy.
Slim Jim. So X-Men invented golf when he was 50. Oh man, madness.
Yeah, you're not even looking at like the harder levels, like the haunted level, the pyramid level, the candy
Oh, this
level.
is easy.
This is the easy level. This is like the piece of cake. People get holes in ones on this, like the hardcore Golf with Friends players.
Iago and Raichi. I caught that one as well. When Clown said it, I caught it as well. But I was like, you know what? Let me keep it together because they keep saying I was always trying to steer the conversation to gooning. So let me leave it alone. But I caught that one. I caught it because
Yeah,
you
I
can put
chuckled.
cosmetics on your balls. I was like, excuse me, sir.
I
What?
I mean, who doesn't want cosmetics on their balls?
All right. No one, I guess. I guess everyone.
See?
Okay, this one's easier. This one's easier. You just have to time it. That's bet. What? What?
Yeah. Try
Did
to
you guys
find
see
some of
that?
the harder levels.
Wait, did you guys see this? Hold on. Hold on. Let me rewind this. So it has to go through the windmill, right? And then when you come out the other side, you have to figure out a way to skip this hole and get the second hole.
Mm-hmm.
Because the
Yep.
second hole is the one that's gonna give you. Come on.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, there's ones with like 3 like that too. Yeah. They get either close to the flag or further from the flag. But yeah.
All right. Let's see. Look. Okay. Okay.
Oh, this one's fun. You could bounce off those things to get a hole in one if you know what you're doing. Off the
Right.
targets.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Yeah. I can see how this will be fun. So X-Men gave you another recommendation, Clowns. Thank you for the $2 super chat. Says I like 3D Ultra Mini Golf better. So there you go.
I'll check that out. Never
I think
heard
that
of it.
one's more fair. I think that one even sounds more fair. But this is crazy.
Oh,
Check,
he's
check,
going
check,
for
check.
it. He's going
This
for
one-
it.
Oh my god! Look at this. There's a thingy like a linebacker that's trying to block your ball. If you get
Yeah,
it,
and you
guys,
got to get it down the middle, I
look at
think.
this. Look at this top side here. Look at this plat. This is nuts. I would only do this if I'm getting paid. This is not fun.
Oh no, this
And
is fun.
Look at that. Like a linebacker. Like, no, you're not getting through. You're not going through.
Sounds like you need to get good,
There
Lo.
you go. Wow.
That's nuts. That's nuts. Reezy says I tricked out my ball.
Put a spoiler on it.
We need we need to
It's
get back
fast
to
now.
we need to get back to Silksong. It's fast now. Like
See?
Vin Diesel thinks it's family now.
Yeah,
That's
it's all about family.
That's how tricked out it is. Oh my god. Whew. Broadly, it's light-hearted. Most people are pleased. Silksong is 20 euros and not more. Some people are threatening to buy multiple copies, even, which probably defeats the point. It doesn't. It does not defeat the point. It does not. It re-emphasizes the point. But underneath the giddy excitement. See, when was the last time a game was like, oh, this is how much it costs, and people are excited because of the price plus the game. I think this is the first time it's ever happened. There's a more serious discussion happening at the corpo level, I guess. Comments from worried indie developers show there's concern about the knock-on effects a price like this could have. Quote, Silksong honestly could cost $40 and I'm not even joking, posted developer RJ Lake, who worked as a composer on I Am Your Beast and is directing Rhythm Adventure Unbeatable. I won't go as far as to say it's bad, but it will have effects, and not all of those effects are good. Get good, scrub. Stop overcharging us, motherfucker. Stop it. We're not we're not doing this. Lower your prices. That's what you're supposed to do. RJ believes Silksong's price will distort players' views about what a $20 indie game can and perhaps should offer. Which other indie teams can afford to take several years to make a game after all? Similarly, if they did take that long, which teams could afford to ask only $20 upon release? Would it cover all their work? Not everyone has a diamond encrusted safety net that Hollow Knight provides. You know what? I'm not going to do a rant. Carlo, thoughts?
Uh, which one? Thoughts on the
This
devs?
developer here. Yeah, the devs.
Oh, about what they're saying about this, about
Yeah,
how it
yeah,
upsets the industry a little bit.
yeah.
Good for them to look at this and say, you know what, maybe we should price our games lower. Good. Because I just think that, man, when they started making video games, it was all about the fun.
Yes, it was.
Originally back in the days, if you go back as far as Atari, a lot of the first games that came out were all about the fun and the programming and just having fun with it. And yeah, later on, towards the end of Atari's downfall, they got a little greedy. But, we've seen that with early Nintendo games too, where teams just want to make fun games and they want to sell it at a price point people would buy it. And Silksong is just one of those examples. And it upsets the industry a little bit because some people just want to make cash off their games. There's gaming has gone very corporate. It's gone too mainstream and too corporate. There used to be a time where gaming was just about buying something to have fun in a hobby, and it was affordable for everybody. Like everybody could afford it. Now it's outpricing some people just can't afford it anymore in this economy, and it's just terrible. So Silksong is like coming in here and they're like, down with capitalism. No, I'm just kidding. But it just
Down with
I just,
capitalism.
I just like their point of view on it,
Yeah, yeah. Sir X-Men says we all need to celebrate the Cowboys lost. It's a glorious day.
That's right. At
Yes.
least Sir X-Men is an Eagles fan like me.
No. Oh, okay, I'm not an Eagles fan, but yes, I'm with you in celebrating the Cowboys losing. It's always a good day if the Cowboys lose. Cozy, thoughts on what the devs from other studios are saying here, that this is going to be like it's going to make their lives hard, and they don't have the the cushy war chest that Hollow Knight has.
Cozy's missing.
Oh, damn, Cozy. Okay, my bad. Matt, go ahead. I wasn't looking at the screen.
I mean, they're complaining about like they can't price their games the same or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, I mean that sucks, I guess. Like, you know, it's just competition, really. At the end of the day, like they made a game. You're gonna make a game. Whichever game people feel deserves their money is the game that they will buy. And right now, people feel like Hollow Knight Silksong deserves their money, so they're gonna buy it. Like I don't know. Like I really don't think it's that big of a deal. I think like I said earlier, I hope that this has some effects. Um, but like in the end, it's just competition. That's exactly what this is. They built a game, they priced it at the appropriate price that they feel is appropriate for their game, and it is now a success. That's as simple as it gets.
I like the way you put it there. It's just competition. At this point, you're just being upset that the other guys priced it lower than you.
Yeah,
That
Yeah.
and if you're upset about that, then price your game lower. Or and if you're one of these people who's like, well, we can't do that, then find a way to do it. Again, I'm not a developer. I can make it sound easy, but like, yo, if you're gonna actually be upset about it, then you probably should put some effort into finding a way to do it. If you actually can't do it,
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. It's just competition, guys. Let's try and like put this situation on the other foot, right? Let's say Xbox's next console is $800. PlayStation says the PS6 $400 day one. Let's just say that's what happens.
Sure.
Can you imagine how ridiculous it would be if Xbox like was putting out statements talking about, oh, this really affects us, and this is, is not great for the industry, etc., etc. Can you imagine how we would all be, apologies, clowns, clowning on Xbox if that happened?
I think
Why
a
is
lot of
this
people.
different?
No, yeah. I was just saying. I agree with you.
Yeah, it's just competitive pricing, my guy. That's all it is. If you can't bring the price down, it's on you, brother. Nintendo recently said, right, when the Switch 2 came out, remember, Matt, we even discussed this a couple of weeks ago or months ago. They Nintendo actually said that the price of making games has been going up, but they're actually working right now with this Nintendo Switch 2 to figure out ways to bring the cost down. Obviously, Mario Kart World was a joke, right? $80, etc. That was a joke, that pricing. But even they are like, guys, we need to figure out a way to bring this down, because maybe you can pull this off with Mario Kart the same way you can pull it off with GTA. But you know what you can't do? You can't pull it off with Hollow Knight. You can't pull it off with a bunch of just like okay, good games. You need the gigantic monstrous, I can't miss out on this games. Those are the ones that you can charge $80, $90, people will pay. Everything else, bring it down, baby. Bring it all the way down. That's what I think. So X-Man, thank you so much for the $2 super chat. It says Mortal Kombat collection is only $50 perfect price. There you go. But was it $50 day one? So X-Man? I'm curious. I don't know. I don't know if it oh, Iago. Would you relax? Would you relax? Yeah. Competitive pricing is all it is. Cope, seethe, and mold. Theoretical concerns, we're going back to the article. Theoretical concerns turned into real concerns not long after, when an indie developer who had been planning to charge $20 for their game took to X to ask people what they should charge now. Now that Silksong was doing the same, quote, I can't afford to give it away for free. Fellas, there's a developer who specifically said they were going to charge $20. Now Silksong is $20. They think their game doesn't have the same value as Silksong, and they said they can't give it away for free. What should they do? What advice, if you could sit with this developer and tell them what to do, what would you tell them?
I mean, if they genuinely feel that they don't offer something that Silksong does, then $15. Like if that's genuinely how you feel, then $15. But if he's just trying to make a point, then it doesn't matter. Just charge the 20 and people will decide. Like I mean, like if he's actually coming, I mean, my point is if he's actually coming at this out of like a genuine place
Mm-hmm.
and you actually want to do good by the community who's going to play your game, then just charge $15. That's the easy answer. But again, if you're just trying to make a point, then do whatever you want. It doesn't really matter.
It doesn't change anything. So X-Men says it's $50 day one. Okay, so yeah, great value. Mortal Kombat collection was priced correctly.
Jago, sorry.
Ew,
No more
Mortal
$70.
Kombat. So you guys
No
are
more.
paying $50 to play bad Mortal Kombat games?
No, the Mortal Kombat collection is all of them, right? It had like all the whole collection
I
from
don't
back in the
stand
day.
corrected.
Oh damn! You think they're bad? You think the old
Cozy.
the old
That's
MK
good.
games are bad?
They are bad.
No.
People didn't play them because they're like, man, this is such a glorious fighting game.
Okay. Carlo, do you have anything to add to what Cozy just said? And also, what would you say to this developer if he was in a room with you?
First, I'll address the developer because Cozy needs an intervention. So the developer, I would say, listen, like if you think that your game cannot offer what Silksong offers at $20, then you
Yeah.
have a couple options. Number one, find a way to cut costs and still make it look cool and cute like Silksong. Number
Mhm.
two, wait a while till the hype around Silksong dies,
Yep.
and then try to come out pricing the game, but don't get greedy. Don't do it out of greed because we're
Yeah.
watching you. We're watching you. Me and Loke
Exactly.
are watching you. You know.
Like
So if
Hawks.
you gotta, yeah, if you gotta do 30, okay, I get it. Gotta do 35, I get it. But don't go there and try to make any game $50. That's not no excuse.
No, no,
You know
we're
what I
not
mean?
doing.
That's not an
What if it
excuse.
looks hyper realistic?
I don't care. We don't care.
Yeah, I don't care.
No.
What if it's
Nope.
hyper realistic and it's like the best Metal Gear Solid clone ever?
It's a clone.
No.
It's not the real thing. Buzz off.
No,
You say that
I
and
wouldn't
enjoy
pay
it.
more than $10 for a Kojima game. So I mean, you know,
I wouldn't
that's
pay
just me.
for a Kojima game.
Yeah,
All
I mean,
right.
you're right.
All
You're right.
right. We've now walked down a very dark alley. I'm going to rescue
I mean, you know
Michelle.
she's right. You know she would never play
Okay.
a Kojima game.
But Cozy, as far as what you said about Mortal Kombat redefined the fighting game genre. You
No,
know,
it didn't. It absolutely did not.
yes, it did. Because before that, it was just like pretty much like the Street Fighter crowd. The Street Fighter crowd, the
The
virtual
fighting game
fighters were
community is
around.
still a Street Fighter crowd.
Yeah, but that's like, when you compare that to Mortal Kombat, though, it's like it gave those that wanted more like MMA or violence.
No, it gave
in-
those who didn't actually like fighting games a game to play.
No, that is
Yeah,
not
that is
true.
absolutely true. That is
Hey,
100%
Cozy's
true.
great.
Why do you think there's not a comp scene for Mortal Kombat? It's because people who actually like fighting games don't play Mortal Kombat.
I think there is a comp scene for Mortal Kombat.
No, there really isn't.
I've
I
never
don't
seen
think
it.
I'm gonna look this up. Hold on.
Actually had like 300 people show up for Evo.
Well, Evo is popular. Yeah, I get that.
No. That's how terrible Mortal Kombat is considered. 300 people.
Hold on.
All right, Cozy. While clowns check this out, Cozy, a developer went on Twitter and said that they were going to sell their game for $20, and it's in the like genre of Silksong,
hmm
but they don't think that they can price it at 20 now. What should they do?
Well then, try it for 15.
Man.
If you're doubting
so
your product,
Oh,
sell it for less. If you don't think, it's on you to have faith in your product.
It's so simple. It's so simple. It's laughable.
Is it basically the same? So they basically made the same thing, and now they're trying to be like, oh,
Oh come on, Richie's saying liking Mortal Kombat for the gameplay is like saying you like the salty movies for the plot. Come on.
he's right though. He is absolutely right. He's right. I'm telling you, people who play fighting games aren't like, man, I love my Mortal Kombat.
Damn.
But people like the fatalities. People thought
I'm
the
not
babalities
arguing
were
with
pretty
any
cool.
of that. I'm not arguing with any of that.
Yeah. The
I'm
gore.
arguing about its importance and relevance to fighting game people.
Damn.
Okay, so according to the information I researched, the
Mhm.
Mortal Kombat does have an event at Evo, also a combo breaker and CEO with strong prize pools. Also, they have offline locals in different regions on the U.S. coast. that have a lot of MK events. It does have a shorter competitive life cycle than like Street Fighter, but some of the top fighting players like Sonic Fox, Kananami, Nicholas, Video Games Yo, and Facial Combat all played at Evo
That's
on
you know
Mortal Kombat.
why? Because it's easy. Mortal Kombat players can't play Street Fighter. Street Fighter players can play Mortal Kombat. So if you play another fighting game, Mortal Kombat is a cakewalk because it's just not very good. It
No,
requires
that
very
is
little combat.
so not true, Cozy.
No,
That's
it
so
absolutely
not
is
true.
true. It absolutely is true.
Let me grab some
Because
popcorn.
I'm great. I'm great at Street Fighter. I could take Chun-Li and put you in a corner that you'll never get out of. I could do that, right? But I go on Mortal Kombat, I get beaten by Daz with
You're
his
not a
Scorpion.
comp player though.
Well, I did enter competition when I was younger in the arcade. And I did
Oh,
well.
back in the day.
Yeah, I did well. I came out number 2. Yeah. I was great at Virtual Fighter. I was okay at Tekken with button mashing. I came out okay. I was great at Street Fighter. No, yeah, like I mean, I was good at those games. But when it comes to Mortal Kombat, I'm not good against people that are versed in Mortal Kombat because the moves are more complex. The moves in Mortal Kombat are very complex.
What I'm saying, Mortal Kombat. What I'm saying is that you aren't a comp player. You aren't sitting there in the comp scene. If you spend time in the comp scene,
not today.
you are going to be able to demolish Mortal Kombat players because Mortal Kombat doesn't require as much skill. It really doesn't.
No.
Iago, you need to relax. Iago says the only fighting games that matter are MK and Street Fighter. Settle down. Settle down. It's Tekken and Street Fighter. It's
No,
not.
so
It's not.
Mortal
It's
Kombat
not
is the game that you play if you don't
No.
really play a lot of fighting games. It's like the casual.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
then Street Fighter is the comp game.
Yeah.
Tekken is not.
Buzz off, Cozy.
Tekken is not.
Buzz right off. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. With your rubbish. Can't believe you're saying that. I play MK and Street Fighter, and I'm great at both, so your logic is flawed, Cozy. Okay.
You play Street Fighter though. That's what I'm saying. Get someone who just plays Mortal Kombat. In fact, they probably won't even know what comp looks like.
All right. Let's move on. Let's get back to
So confusing Cozy's logic.
I'm saying if you just play Mortal
brain is
Kombat,
break-
you're not playing. You're not really into fighting games.
My brain is breaking.
You just like the
with this
violence
logic.
and the gore and the cool characters.
Like
Cozy,
I won't
did
fight
you-
on that, Cozy. I personally
you-
do not like the fighting in MK. It's stiff.
Did you
boring.
eat any tubs of sugar lately, Cozy?
No, I'm just saying. Yes, that's how people play Mortal Kombat because they like, the gore, the cool stories. They're not like,
That's
oh
pretty much
man,
it.
this is a great fighting game.
Street Fighter players can't play Mortal Kombat, according to Sapo. All right. We've now walked into the uncanny valley. Nothing is true.
I agree with
Everything-
Sappho
everything
because
is
I'm a
false.
Street Fighter player. I'm not good at Mortal Kombat. I can play it, but I'm not good.
All right, let's move on to another reaction here. Tokana, the developer of successful and wonderful pile-laying puzzle game Dorfromantic, delayed the release of the new game Starbirds because of Silksong moving from the 4th of September to the 10th of September, and co-founder Zui Zosh now tells me the game's as yet announced price has been affected too. Quote, yes, Silksong's price has influenced our decision. We're trying not to compete too directly with Silksong, both in terms of release date and pricing. Of course, these are two very different games with potentially different player bases, but there's definitely some overlap that makes things tricky, especially since Starbirds is a joint project between two studios together, employing more people than Team Cherry. So again, get good, scrub. Again, get good, scrub. If it takes you more time to make the cake, if it takes you more people to make the cake, but Cozy makes the cake by herself. This is not a market problem. This is not a Cozy problem. This is a you problem. Do you guys agree with my take on this one?
Yeah.
Or do you guys disagree?
Yeah. I agree with it. But I guess what they're trying to, I guess I feel like they must be trying to drum up attention for their game because they're
Yeah, that's what it
just
feels like.
coming soon to early access. Even
Okay.
no
Okay.
one. I guess they're trying to get people to be like, "Oh, Starboard, I never heard of this," which makes sense. You want people to
Hmm.
notice your game, but like I wouldn't look at this and be like, "Man, Hollow Knight is really hindering me from getting this."
What does it look like? Hold on.
It's very pretty.
Hold on. Let's see what it looks like. Let's see what it looks like. Clowns, what
It
are your
looks like
thoughts
a
on
mobile
this
game though.
developers on this developers comments? What's it
On
called, Cozy?
the
Starbird, right?
Yeah, it does look like a mobile game.
Go ahead,
I gotta
Clowns.
look at this game too, real quick. Starbird.
I'm putting it on the screen.
Okay.
Starbirds. Okay. Can we see
All
the
right,
game? Okay. There's the game. What the fuck?
What the hell?
I don't even know what that was.
Okay, so that's the
And
game.
wait, so what? Their comments were what exactly? I'm sorry.
They're trying to drum up attention for their game, essentially, because ain't no way.
Their comments were we were going to release this on the 4th. We moved it because we don't want to compete with we don't want to compete with
You're not
Silksong.
competing with Silksong. It doesn't matter when you release it. That's not Silksong.
They are not competing with they are
That
not.
looks. Listen, I'm not saying that the game doesn't have its audience. Whatever. I'm sure people, if they like it, they like it. But like that looks like a game from like Miniclip, and
Damn.
that's fine. That's
Damn.
fine. But like, also, you're not competing with Silksong. Like,
Stop it.
I
No,
don't
they
know.
definitely said that to get themselves like attention.
Exactly.
I actually think it looks like something that I would play. I'm
Well, that's
actually
why Sir
disappointed.
X-Man said what he
I-
said.
I'm actually disappointed though they didn't put this on mobile because I wouldn't sit at my computer and play this.
This feels like
That's a good point.
it feels like us being like, oh, we don't want to go live at 6 or 7 p.m. because we don't want to compete with I don't know, fucking IGN.
Yep.
And then it's like, what? What are you talking about?
I don't-
What are you talking about?
I
But
don't
so
want
they're
to go.
planning on charging $20 for this?
You
I
think
don't
it's
want
too
to
much?
go. I don't want
I
to go
paid
down to the
5
basketball
on mobile.
court.
I played
I
5
want-
for a mobile port.
I want to go to the basketball court and play basketball tonight because LeBron's supposed to be there, and I don't want to take away. I don't want to make LeBron look like a fool.
I don't want
Right?
to compete with LeBron.
Yeah, well, that's not fair to LeBron. So, like, yeah,
My
it's
guy,
just
Silksong
attention
could have
for the
been Silksong could have been $60, my guy. It could have been $60, and you wouldn't be competing with.
Is this the developer that said that it was the
Silksong
same
could still
style?
not be coming out, and you still wouldn't be completing.
Oh damn!
Like,
Yeah. Is this the developer
Yeah.
that said
It could have been canceled. It could have been canceled.
and to clarify, yes, I would totally play this game, but I'm like,
sure?
what were you
Relax.
thinking with that statement?
Yeah, relax. Relax.
Is this the developer that we were
game
just
is-
talking about?
This game does not look like anything most people would play, except like somebody in preschool that's trying to learn sounds and words.
It's a
Hmm.
cozy it's a cozy builder. So like
I don't.
that's
There's so many.
the problem
there's
with
so many
these
better
games, like
builders, though,
cozy
Cozy.
builders are
That's a
so much
builder
better on mobile. Yeah, it's a cozy builder.
because it looks like they're draining mucus from those things.
They're setting up a city. I think it's a city.
Yeah, like a camp or something
But it's like
on different planets.
my disappointment with a game like this is that it's hindered by being on a like I'd have to get like a ROG ally to enjoy this.
Yeah.
Probably.
Like, I don't want to be stuck at a computer playing this. I want to
The
chill in
dev
bed.
team should have stayed silent.
I want to.
This is so
Uh,
dumb. Like
uh,
these guys, they should have chilled, man.
But I'm
Like
also
these
there's,
guys.
like, their thing says coming soon to early access. So I'm
I would
like,
be worried there's a crypto miner behind this thing. Like that
Yeah,
banana, clicking the banana game.
I can see it. I can see it.
yeah, look, just even the setup seems very mobile game like.
The setup seems very confusing and disorganized.
Damn. Well, I guess the last 5 minutes is exactly what they wanted. So mission accomplished.
Okay.
Yeah,
Mission
it's just to
accomplished.
get people talking about the game. Which again, like Cozy said, fair enough. But like, be real, you're not competing with Silksong.
No, no. You have
That's
no
all.
chance. You have like no one's checking for you, bro. Oh no, but that chick at the court, bro. No one's checking. No one. Thank you, Sir X-Man, for the $2 super chat. Says Cozy, people that don't play games play Animal Cross.
Everyone plays Animal Crossing. People that don't play games, people that do play games. Animal Crossing's probably sold more copies than most of your favorite games.
I hate to agree on that specific point.
Now, you
I
mean on the Switch, or you mean overall for the franchise?
I mean, overall for the franchise and on the Switch.
overall,
So the Switch version was like 43 million.
dude, Animal
Yeah,
Crossing does go crazy.
even the the 3DS version was like 13 million or something.
Yeah, yeah.
It's
Animal
never
Crossing.
been like a franchise that sold poorly.
I I I have I have Animal Crossing trauma because I remember when Doom came out. They came out at the same time.
Oh
Doom
yeah,
15.
what a time!
Yeah, they came out at the same time. They even had like
Little
for some
memes back
reason
and
it
forth.
just worked.
Yeah.
Like both accounts were memeing on each other and having fun, and
Yep.
I was just I hope no one ever goes back to watch that episode. I showed my ignorance on Animal Crossing. Cozy was hyping it up. I said no one gives a fuck.
Wait, back when Eternal,
Yeah, yeah.
you were doing this back then.
You buzz off.
Because it was
Uh,
2020.
I didn't know you were.
so
I thought you guys. Okay, continue. I thought you started in
so
20.
when this happened, Cozy sent me a link, and I put it up on screen, and I read what was on the link. This is from IGN. And clowns, Animal Crossing goes very hard. Like very, very hard. It's crazy. Forget Monster Hunter, forget Metal Gear. In terms of sales, just sales. I don't know what they be doing on that game.
There's lots
But
to do. You can breed
sure,
flowers.
Cozy. Sure. I've looked at some gameplay. I don't get it. But you know what? I'll never ever let anyone besmirch the name of Animal Crossing. 'Cause
Isn't Stardew Valley better?
They're different, but no, Stardew Valley doesn't do. Animal Crossing, I think what's half of the joy is it has a real world clock. So everything happening in the game is real time. Unless you like change the system time, you can't go back.
Yago, I'm with you. I also wouldn't take a copy, even if someone gave it to me. You know what I'd do? I'd figure out a way to sell it. I'd find a way to sell it. I'd be like, I have a sealed copy of Animal Crossing. I would never like put a single hour into it.
Matt Likes Games is doing a giveaway. Animal Crossing.
I mean, you'd probably get a lot of
Essentially,
people if you look at the
You
price of
would.
the game.
You would.
probably, yeah, yeah. We'd do a
You
giveaway. That's what
absolutely
I'd do.
would.
Yeah, you're right. You're right. So yeah, essentially, they're coping. They're molding. There's more quotes. Mike Rose, founder of indie publisher No More Robots, says pricing is a fascinating and tricky thing to manage. He'd long been an advocate for higher prices, of course, He tells me because it leaves room for discounts and down pricing as the game ages. How about just price it the right price on launch? How about that? No need for discounts. Like Hollow Knight could stay $20 forever. Not a problem. No one's gonna be angry or mad about that. Ah, damn it. I even lost where the hell I was. Okay, discounts and down pricing. But recently, he adds, I think the economy of games has been shifting, and people who aren't actually releasing games don't see it or realize it. People have less money now and are buying fewer games, Rose says. So you have to set yourself up to hopefully be that one game they buy when they do have money. It's not just about money. People have less money, they have less time, and my guy, the backlog is real.
It's growing.
We have a lot more options. It's like I want to play Hollow Knight. Is it my only option right now, right here? And games don't rot, unfortunately, for corporations. They don't rot.
Come out with the new fresh version.
Yeah, yeah. People have less money, yeah. And if you are a higher price, it's now actually a bit off-putting. Uh,
That's true.
budget co budget co-op climbing sensation peak is a great example of things going the other way. He says, quote, part of the reason that game did so well was the crazy low price. It's definitely making us rethink the pricing for our upcoming games.
Well, look at
Carlo,
Balatro. Balatro is cheap too, right?
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
sir. Yes, sir.
So cheap games do well. You got Balatro, you got Vampire Survivors, you got the Vampire Survivor clones that are cheap, like $5-6. They do well. You got then you got free to play games with microtransactions that do well, include Monopoly Go is one of the highest grossing games every year. Most people don't
Yeah.
realize that. It's a Hasbro game.
Mhm.
So you're looking at the free to play and cheap model, and that's what people are going towards in this economy. Plus, this upcoming gaming generation, they prefer free to play and then cheap.
Yeah. Yeah. The new gen is like cozy. They're playing Overwatch or they're going to the Steam sales. They're not
Yep.
going day one, $70. Stop smiling. Stop smiling. That's too much pride. That's too much pride. They're
That
not
means I
going.
won.
Yeah, it does mean you won. They're not going to latest releases and clicking buy on the $70 game.
No.
Matt's doing that. Matt's doing that. Carlo's doing that. But guess what? There's less of us now. Welcome to the modern audience.
I don't even do that, Loke. I like if it's $70, I won't buy it. If it's $50, I won't even buy it anymore. I wait till Black Friday deals here in
Damn.
America before
Really?
Christmas. Yeah, and I'll get something at 25. Yeah. I'll wait for sales. I got Game Pass. I'll play stuff in Game Pass until then. Or I find other ways to play stuff, but that's what I do. I wait for sales. I won't spend more than $30 on a game anymore.
Yeah. No. No. That's fair. That's fair. I saw that Seawolf. I saw that Delta sold 1 million copies in 2 days, guys. But
Woo, woo.
again, Seawolf, Delta has like an inbred um like legacy, you know? They have a captive audience that was already waiting. It's like saying it doesn't really say anything because when Metal Gear Solid 4 comes out, even you, Matt, that's not a big Metal Gear fan, when they remake Metal Gear 4 in 2028 or whatever, right? And then they say it's coming out on Steam, it's $70. It's 80. I think it's a fair assumption to say it's going to sell 1 million copies in 2 days. Because it's the same people. It's me again paying paying $80. It's Yago. It's Seawolf. It's the same motherfucker. We're going to do it again. But
See,
most games can't do that. Go ahead.
I want to say to Seawolf in the chat, he says that the game calls you'll spend the money. And there's plenty of games that call me. Like I'm a huge Borderlands fan, and Borderlands 4 is calling me, but I ain't spending $70. I already said I ain't spending $70 for that, and I mean it. I sent a message to Gearbox. I'm like, if I get a press copy, great, but I ain't spending $70 on it. Nope, not doing it. I'll wait till the thing goes down to 30, or I'll wait next year until it's like in a big sale. I just ain't doing it anymore. The problem is a lot of everything's digital today, with the exception of a few physicals, and there's diminished return. The minute you buy a digital game, it's worth $0. The only thing that value you get out of it is the amount of time and entertainment for yourself if you compare it to other entertainment activities like movies or theme parks or something. But other than that, there's nothing you could do with a digital game except play it. You can't resell it. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
it's got a
Yeah.
$0 value.
Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point.
I mean,
Got my copy. Sorry, go ahead, go.
I mean, I think uh the thing is with that is like it's also games have been they're not it's not they're they're kind of disposable nowadays
Hmm.
in general. So that doesn't help. Because I know I kind of view them as like disposable. They're fun, but disposable. And
Matt,
What's up?
what do you think about what we're saying here about like games are not the pricing for like full games? They're disposable. They they don't have that bang factor, and a lot of people are just sitting back and being okay with waiting. Seawolf just said as well that he also waits. Value of entertainment is that's my value. So everyone's just putting their own value on these things, and like the value essentially is just going down in the eye
Let
of the beholder, right? In the eye of the gamer. Your lights off. Go ahead.
me see. I mean, yeah, like I guess I could agree with that. I like for myself, I don't have a problem buying like if I want to play a game and I think it's worth it. And I've been proven wrong. I've had instances where I've been like I'm really excited for this game and I can't wait to play it, and then I buy it and I'm like, oh, like Tiny Tina Wonderland. I bought it $70 and I was just like, oh no. Um, but
That
that
one was
does like,
tragic.
but like it doesn't stop me. Like, I mean, just this month, dude. Like Chronos, I spent
Yeah,
70. I
this
spent
month is wild.
yeah, I spent $70 on Chronos to play it early because I wanted to. I I bought Metal Eden because I wanted it. I bought
Hmm.
2K because I wanted it. It's
No,
just
2K is different. 2K is different. You
how's
need to
that?
buy 2K every year, right?
What do you mean?
You're contractually obligated to get 2K every
yep,
single year.
it's a
Well, yeah,
lifestyle.
if you want a basketball game that you can play online with friends, then yes, you have
Yeah, yeah,
again, Monopoly. They have a monopoly on basketball, which is insane, but whatever. Um, but like, yeah, I think for a lot of people, I'm just at the Xbox store right now. It's like it's right now. I mean, Helldivers is there, which is cool. Ready or Not's there. Madden, as you would expect.
yeah,
But like, it's things like Black Myth Wukong's also there. But like, I'm looking Ghost Recon Breakpoint. Like, I don't like that game, but it's on the top selling games right now. I'm assuming it's on sale or something. But like, that's my point. Is in between all these newer games, regardless of their price, there's also dispersed throughout that older games. People waiting for a sale to pick up Ghost Recon. People waiting for a sale to pick up Subnautica, Hogwarts Legacy. Like Battlefield 2042 has been perpetually on sale for like the last month.
yeah.
That is also a thing, like a growing thing in the industry where people are like, yeah, I'm probably not going to buy your game at launch. But if you price it right during a sale, then absolutely. And I feel like that's as games get more expensive, that's just going to become more prevalent for people.
So Expense says I'll pay full price for a new Tomb Raider. That's a fact, and the new Battlefield. Again,
Mhm.
it goes back to my point of like we all have that thing.
Yep.
Speaking of which, clowns, what's the game for you? What's the franchise for you? You must have one. Come on,
I
not
don't, not
one.
anymore. No, I with this because of the $70 stuff. All the franchises I would have bought at $50 on launch, they all went up to $70. So I'm not doing it. Like I won't buy Call of Duties. I won't buy
What? So you
Madden. I
gave
won't.
up?
No,
Damn.
I put my foot down, man. I'm not doing it. I'd rather go on a Steam store sale or look on like a site where I can like Humble Bundle or
CD
Fanatical
keys.
and get something like cheaper, like for $20, and I'm fine with that. I'd rather do that, and it doesn't have to be something, that I'm 100% looking forward to. Like I didn't even think Cult of the Lamb was going to be good, but I bought it because it looked cartoony and I think it's just like some crazy little fun indie game. And I bought it cheap. I bought it for like sale. I think like $14 or something at the time.
Got it for
And
12.
was it worth it?
Haven't opened it.
Did you
I mean,
enjoy it?
I still play it. Yeah, I still. No, I'm not playing it like every hour or anything, but I'll hop on there at night on the Steam Deck or something and play it.
So you'd be upset if you bought it for the full price then?
Yeah, I'd be so mad because the diminished value on returns is everything is $0 now. Like you don't have a physical case, you don't have a physical disc, you don't got something that you could resell later at a higher value if it goes up. It's not like those days anymore. But I mean, you have a physical collection like Jago. He's probably got some stuff that has tripled in value at this point in time.
Yeah.
If Golf with Friends 2 is like $10, I'll buy it. But if it's like if it comes out at 70, no, I'll tell them they're crazy. Like it's got to come down.
Go and kick rocks.
Yeah.
Matt, you are the whale of the panel. Yes, I think this is established. Matt is the whale of the panel. He
Did
he
you just
some
call
he
Matt a
sometimes.
whale?
Oh my God!
Folks
Not
calling
like
me
that,
fat.
baby. Not like
Wow!
that. Not
Wow!
like
Way
that.
to fat shame! Oh my
No, that's
God!
not what
We
I'm
have to
saying.
cancel him. Did you? We all heard him call
looks
Matt a
looks
whale.
like Matt, you're a real fat piece of shit. You know that? You know that? You know that?
Clown,
Oh my god.
clown. You know I wasn't saying that. Come on.
I
Come
No,
on.
know.
no, we
I
know, we
know.
know, we know.
Oh man.
We love you, bud.
Sifu says almost bought Chronos, but saw that it was pretty much Dead Space. Timu Dead Space. Actually, Matt
Dude,
has been
dude,
playing Chronos. Matt, please
Chronos
speak to this comment.
don't it's okay, so here's the thing. It's easy to look at Chronos and say, "Oh, Dead Space." And there are definitely Dead Space inspired, but it does its own thing enough to the point where it's like when I'm playing it, I don't feel like they just ripped off Dead Space. Like there's their own elements in the game. Like I don't want to spoil anything, but like
Mhm.
there's some, I guess you call it supernatural sort of elements to the game where it's like it stands out quite a bit from Dead Space. It's a very good game.
Give us something. Come on. Maybe not. Maybe don't spoil it,
There's
but
like
give us
there's
something.
like I can't remember what they're called, but there's like riffs and stuff. You're dealing with essences from like people in the game. Um, the combat, obviously, like if you're getting in combat, I can see how somebody would look at it, myself included, and say, "Oh, that looks like Dead Space," because it does. But like that's kind of where that
Is it
comparison.
scary? Is
Yeah,
it
it's a horror
horror?
game. Yeah, it's a horror game.
Oh, so I'm
Um,
probably never buying this.
I mean, it's a horror. It's by the people who made the Silent Hill 2 remake. It's Bluebird. All they make is horror games.
I'm good.
Um,
Thank you.
but like it's a really good game. I saw a review, not a review, but a preview like last month from an account called G Man Lives, really awesome content creator on YouTube.
Hmm.
But his video title was like it's like Dead Space meets Metro, and playing it, it has that vibe. It really has that vibe, and
Metro is awesome. Metro is awesome.
Metro's fantastic.
Yes,
Um,
it is.
but it has that vibe, and it also does its own thing to make it stand out from both of those games.
Yeah. Yeah. Got lots of Vic. Thank you so much for the $5 super chat. Says, "Hey you, POS. I thought we had an agreement. Some will even call it a verbal contract that
Right?
you won't say the
Put
word.
him in his place.
Snake eat.
You
It's important. You need to every now and then, Click. You got to remind him
no,
that
but Vic
hey,
ran it for months, and the agreement was he had to be consistent. And as
hey,
soon as
Loke,
he missed 1 week, I was like,
hey,
"Who
Loke,
let the dogs up? Who? Who?
hey, Loke.
Who? Who?"
It's back on, bud.
You garbage.
You're not saying it, bud. It's
You
back on. $5 right
you
there. You're not
garbage.
talking about it.
Kojima goody gobbler.
Sneaker eater. I
Exactly.
like that.
Vic
Kojima's
says,
goody.
"Keep your phone open. My lawyers will be called." I don't feel safe anymore.
Uh,
So now I can't say anything.
no. And I see what Seawolf is saying in the chat that you didn't say Metal Gear, you called it Delta. Nope, you can't reference Metal Gear. It doesn't matter if you call it Delta. It doesn't matter if you call it MGS. It doesn't matter if you call it Snake. You cannot reference Metal Gear as long as Vic is giving you money. You can't. You just can't. That's not fair to Vic, honestly.
Uh,
He's he's stuck for words right now. He's like, is there any other way I could sneak it in?
He's trying. He's thinking about it. He's like, how can I do this?
Yeah.
Can I say it backwards?
the
No.
problem is that the problem is that this was supposed to be the next topic.
Oh, that's too bad. Oh no, that's tragic.
So,
Hey, shout out to Vic in the chat. Thank you very much, Vic.
okay,
Schmeddle Schmear Schmolid.
let's move on. Let's just go to the last subject. Fuck it.
Loke, talk about it. Talk
No.
just talk about the subject. Come on, bud.
Exclusive. Insomniac Games'
Oh,
Wolverine is likely to be at PlayStation's next state of play.
I hope so.
I guess that's the news. Cozy, tell us how much you don't care about.
I mean, I don't care. I do hope it is a success.
Yeah.
For those who do care.
Yep.
I think the
Okay.
biggest worry would be that it doesn't do as well as it needs to do for
Yeah.
how much it costs to make.
I think the game leaking, the entire game leaking a couple years ago really set
Didn't help.
quite a bit. Unfortunately.
Rizzy, my shoulders, dude, my spirit is broken. My heart is in tatters. Like, just not in a good place, bro. I just want to end the stream
You
and go
can't
cry in a
understand.
pillow. I just want to go
There's
cry.
news.
I just want to go cry in my pillow. I have a specific pillow from this franchise that I'm gonna go cry into right now.
He's gonna go cry into his Solid Snake body pillow,
Yeah, you know which part he's gonna pick to put his face up.
right?
Oh, Cozy.
Right on right on that Solid Snake, huh, Loke?
um, the clowns. What are your thoughts on this exclusive that we're gonna see Wolverine finally?
So, okay, listen. I'm a huge Marvel fan.
Mhm.
I love Marvel. But Sony ruins Marvel every single time. We look at
They
the
did
Venom
well.
movies.
They did fine with the first Spider-Man game, no?
I mean, they did fine, but you know what would make it do a lot better? If it
What?
would launch multiplat, it would sell so much, and there would be such a fan base driven up because there's Marvel fans on PC, Marvel fans on Xbox, Marvel fans on
Yeah,
PlayStation. But you're locking out like
Yep.
more than half the Marvel fans in the universe by keeping it on PlayStation for a while.
should have
And
been day one.
eventually, it probably will be multiplat. But still, and the second thing is, I don't know, man. Like, I feel like I really hope that Sony had no say in this game at any point in the game. Like, I hope it was just Insomniac like they did the original Spider-Man. But if Sony came in and said anything that it had to do this or that, it's going to be bad because Sony's ruined every single Marvel movie that they've touched. And I don't even have to name Madame Web for you to realize how bad they've done with the Marvel movies.
But that was an outlier. Come on, everyone was
That
memeing
is
on
not
this.
no outlier. No, those Venom movies, they're corny. Some of them have parts that are fun, but they're not
But
even
they,
that good.
but,
They
but,
ruined
but
Carnage
they sell like a mother. People go and watch them.
because
Like
it's
the bottom
Marvel.
line, no, it's not. Like if you watch guys that are critical of Marvel, that keep track of it, right? Like Critical Drinker, for example. This guy has the time. I don't know where he finds the time, but he goes and checks exactly how much these things are tracking in terms of box office and whatever. And it's like, yeah, Venom is like the Michael Bay Transformers movies. Everyone says they're terrible. Where are all these numbers coming from?
They go
Someone's watching these things.
because people like the character Venom, and people wanted to see what they did with Carnage, and they made Carnage not as cool as the comic book with all
Yeah, Woody
his.
Harrelson.
I mean, like, they just ruined it. And then Morbius, like, I like Morbius, but a lot of people out there couldn't stand it. You know, but as far as Blade, I want to answer Seawolf Slim in the
Lego.
chat.
Oh,
No,
okay, okay,
it's
okay.
not okay for Xbox just to keep Blade. That's
Blade's
not
not.
okay.
There's no way Blade is only going to be on Xbox. I refuse to believe that.
Yeah, there's not enough of a fan base just on Xbox alone to make Blade
Yeah.
successful. It has to be like on all three platforms,
Yes.
like PC, Xbox, and PlayStation.
Yep.
Yeah, fair
See,
enough.
I mean, Jago, that's the reason why people saw him, because they like seeing Venom animated. People like the Venom character, but they don't necessarily like the movie. But they'll always go see the movie because it's Venom or Carnage or Spider-Man, not because they actually like all the movies.
Okay. They have built-in plausible deniability, like the Avatar movies. No one actually goes for the plot; it's just for the pretty stuff on the screen. Often the comics just don't translate well. Yeah, true. But I also agree with Seawolf that Spider-Man 2 was awful. The
Was
game.
it awful? I thought it was just like more of the same, but just not
I
quite.
The first one was fine. I actually enjoyed the first one. The second one, like I threw up 30 seconds into just the preamble, just the prologue. I threw up. And then when I go online and it's like, yeah, so if you didn't enjoy that little beginning section, the rest of the game is just that beginning section times 100. So yeah, I agree. I agree with most of the other people's reaction that yeah, it wasn't great. It wasn't great.
I thought it was awesome.
Sorry, go ahead, Matt.
No, continue.
You said something. I didn't
Yeah, I
hear.
said I thought. I said I enjoyed it.
Which is fair. Which is fair. I mean, you also
Yeah.
enjoyed Velgard, and I hate Velgard, so it's fine. We can have different opinions.
You haven't
Uh,
even played Vilgard.
Fraud, fake
I've seen
gamer,
enough. I've
fake
seen enough.
gamer alert.
I've seen enough.
I don't like this game that I've
I
never
don't want to pull
played.
above.
You are a
Clowns.
fraud. You are a
Clowns.
fraud.
I don't want to pull above.
You know,
Is
that's
that
how you
okay?
can tell he's a game
You know,
journalist,
you
guys.
you know, by the way, that you can skip that entire scene, or you might not even see it if you don't do her side quest. You might just not even see that scene.
No, but he's just
Yeah, but I
proving
don't
that
like the
he's your
characters
average
also.
gaming journalist.
I
He
don't like
didn't
the
play the
characters
game.
also.
Yeah, then don't do their side quests then.
No. I don't like what they look like. I don't like how they speak.
Oh.
Am I not allowed to not like the
No,
aesthetic
you're
of
totally
the people
you're
or
totally
the
allowed to
characters
not
in the
like it.
game?
You're totally allowed to not like it.
Like Cozy will sit there. Well, maybe not Cozy. Other people that I know will sit there and be like, "Oh, that guy dressed up in military drags crawling around in the jungle. That doesn't interest me." Are we gonna sit here now and say that person now, like we don't even listen to what that person has to say because they didn't play the game? It's like, no, we all have the right to look at something and be like, I don't like what that looks like. I don't like the setting. I don't like nothing about this. I'm out. Can you please elaborate on the bad performing Cowboys?
Hmm.
The Cowboys, you know what? They actually played pretty well. They played pretty well. If
No,
CD
they
Lamb if
instigate the
CD Lamb
Eagles
doesn't make
all the
those two
time.
drops, no, clowns. If CD Lamb doesn't make those two drops, they win.
They instigated the penalties.
It
They
it
egged the Eagles on.
No,
it
the
sounds
penalty
like
definitely.
they made those two drops, Loke. Is what it sounds like. And they
Yeah.
lost.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
It was a tight game, though. It was a tight game.
Yeah.
It was cool swinging through the city as a sugar cube.
Oh
Mod,
yeah,
Yeah.
that.
mods, I guess.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. Classic Cowboys that will play well, then blow it at the end. That's what makes it all the sweeter because the Cowboy fans will be like devastated. Like for me as a Raiders fan, we lose by like 20 points, 30 points. No one has any doubt. At no point during the match am I emotionally invested and I have hope that we might win. You know? Whereas for the Cowboy fans, they'll even lead for most of the match. And then
Wait a minute.
right at the end,
So
it'll
why are
go to
you a Raiders fan? Why not just come over to the Eagles camp and join us?
oh fuck that. No. No, dude, teams Cozy doesn't like sports talk when we start talking about sports. But Matt,
Hmm?
you know this, and Carlo, you also know this. Once you pick a team, that's it.
So it's like cozy with Animal Crossing.
Yeah, yeah. Once you pick a team, that is it. You're gonna go gray. You're gonna die. That's gonna be your team. No matter whether it's American football, actual football, basketball, whatever it is. Once you pick a team, that's it. Matt could move from where he lives and go to live in Los Angeles right next to the Staples Arena. He could do that. He's still going to buy the Cleveland Cavaliers jersey every fucking year. Right, Matt?
Dude, I could move to the UK. I'm watching the Cavs.
And
I
you
don't
figure
care.
it out.
Yeah. It's just the way it is.
There you go. There you go. You have to ride or die that team no matter what. Exactly. Exactly. It's why you have people that like did I'm not trying to justify anything. But a lot of people crashed out when the Supersonics got moved from Seattle. Anyways,
Bro, if the Cavs didn't lose me for the 2 years after LeBron left the first time, they're not gonna lose to me. There's just no way they can.
that was tragic. That was
I
tragic.
watched them win like a grand total of like 25 games in 2 years.
And you
It was
watched all the games.
and I watched all the games. I didn't well unless I was busy or something. But if I
Yeah.
had the time and I could watch it, I watched every single game.
Yeah. And here I am as a Laker fan. Kobe left almost 10 years without seeing the playoffs, but still, it is what it is. Uh, Clowns, do you watch basketball?
It's not violent enough for me.
Hmm.
Right. Not enough testosterone for you. Fuzzy says, I still watch basically every Browns game. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Fuzzy.
Yo,
I'm
God
so
bless the Browns fans. That's one thing. That is one thing I was not cursed with is being a Browns fan.
Oof.
My
That's right.
my parents raised me to be a Steelers fan. So
There you go. The Browns fans are the most hardcore. Yeah,
they're
Fuzzy sent me a
nuts, dude.
video.
They're nuts.
Fuzzy sent me a video on YouTube, like explaining just how terrible the Browns situation is. And I sat there and I was like, yeah, man, if you're a Browns fan, that's exceptional. For someone that lives in Mozambique, you sure know a lot about American sports. Look, come
I
out the
know.
closet,
And he
you
loves
Right.
crazy
football
tech.
and the Cowboys.
Okay,
Right.
okay, that's the end of the podcast. That's it. That's it.
See, he can't even have an honest discussion about whoever he's rooting
Reezy is
for.
always keeping score, bro. Always keeping score. You need to relax, bro.
What's
You
the
need to
weather like
relax.
down in Austin right now? Oh,
Did you guys see that they changed the emblem for Austin? It's
and Loke
so
was
dumb.
outraged. Loke went to a city
It's
council
so
meeting and said, "This is not gonna fly. Not on my watch."
Not in my
clowns.
backyard.
Clowns, did you see that they changed the city council thingy for Austin? Did you see it?
No.
Oh man. Hold on, let me see
Of
if I can
course,
find it.
Loke saw it. It was front news on the newspaper.
Hold on. Let me see this. Austin. Where is it? They spent $1.1 million for this. Madness. Madness. Look at this.
It's
Look at this.
just minimalism. That's all
This
that
is
is.
Dallas. This is Austin.
Yeah, that's like going back to the 1970s and saying, "Hey, I need graphic design. We need something
Yep.
simple that we can carve in wood."
That looks like an early IBM logo.
Dude, what was wrong with the previous one? That's what I want to know.
It was making people upset. It's too provocative. The design is too provocative. Like it's making people upset.
Yago says Austin now is a Mozambique law. Okay, you know what? Fine, fine.
Right.
Italian clowns, thank you so much for coming through. We really do appreciate you supporting the show and making some time for us. Please tell the people where they can find you and what you're up to.
You guys can find me on 4GQ TV, and right now the latest thing that we're up to is that we're going to be filming 2 documentaries. One is on cosplay, and one is my cousin and his our family in the pizza place business. We're in the process of filming these documentaries, and we have some really big famous cosplayers already signed up to be in one of the documentaries. One that's actually works for Blizzard in a sense. So
You guys signed up cozy? Wow.
no. I don't think Cozy does cosplay for Blizzard.
Oh, okay. My bad. Go on.
Yeah, that's what we're up to.
Okay. Where can people find you?
4GQ TV on all social media, and then Italian Clowns on Twitter.
What happened to Thursday night?
I've been so vested in doing this film stuff that I kind of like stopped doing the podcast for a little bit. I may bring it back, but more pop culture based, more more celebrities and
Let
stuff.
me know.
You want to come back on Thursday nights?
Yeah.
Okay.
I also want my invite.
Okay.
I want to talk about pop culture stuff as well.
You don't know pop culture.
Yes, I do.
Texas is like 3 years behind in pop culture.
Right.
Texas.
As far as Loke is concerned, Chuck Norris is the biggest superstar in human history.
He is though. Wait. Who doesn't know who
Exactly.
Chuck Norris is?
Exactly.
What do you mean
Point-
exactly?
Point proven.
What do you
Point
mean?
proven.
What are you talking about?
I said you thought that and you agreed. Point proven.
Clowns. Is Chuck Norris one of the what?
No, not one of the. Not
No,
one
it's
of
not
the.
the like Michael Jackson.
Well, Loke, you just said he was. Don't go
No,
back
I
on it
didn't.
now. Don't go back on it now, Loke. Don't go back
Wait,
on
are
it
you
now.
saying is Chuck Norris like Michael Jackson in terms of like famous?
No, I'm
Yes.
saying Michael Jackson is more famous than Chuck
No,
Norris.
that's not what he's saying.
I
Said
think
the
I
biggest
misunderstood.
star.
I think
I
I
would say-
misunderstood what you said.
I would say Michael Jackson is more famous than Chuck Norris.
Yes,
Ooh,
I would
Loke's
also say that.
Loke's not gonna like that. Okay, I'm sorry, Loke. Calm down. Let's
Alright,
continue.
Matt, plug
Yeah.
your channel. Just plug your channel.
You can find me on
This is
YouTube,
getting
Matt Likes
tedious.
Games. There's videos over there every week. This month is gonna be busy on the channel because there's a lot of things releasing. So, gonna be talking about all that on the channel. Also, Wednesdays 8 p.m. Eastern is the Two Player Podcast. Myself and Ham Solo. Sundays at 8 p.m. Eastern as the R3R3 Podcast with myself, Hard Days Mike, and it's me, Tuan. And that is where you can find me.
I know they're not super chats, but I need to address this. I need to address this. Chuck Norris is the only guy who can speak Russian in French, says Sapo. What? What? And then Yago says Jean-Claude Van Damme is Loke's favorite current action hero. First off,
I could see that.
first off,
It's Vin
Jean
Diesel.
Jean-Claude.
Ooh, yeah,
No,
that's a good
no,
choice.
no. First off, Jean-Claude Van Damme is one of the greatest action heroes of all time. All right,
Loke,
Bloodsport
you're
is
inadvertently
a
proving a point.
monument.
Yeah, he is.
Bloodsport is a monument to action movies. All right. I'm not running, Reezy. I'm not running.
He's running.
But my favorite current action star is The Rock, obviously.
He's got a pretty
Even
good
now,
charismatic screen
even now that he's
personality.
lost the weight, even now that he's lost the muscle, he's still my favorite. If you smell what he's cooking. Actually, let's go around the table. Matt, who's your favorite current action star?
I don't know, honestly. I don't feel like I watch enough new movies to confidently say that I prefer one over the other. I mean, Rock's not a bad choice. I
Like,
mean,
give me an
it's
actor that's like you find out the actor is in this specific movie, and you're like, okay, I guess I'm going to see it. Even if I don't see it now, I'm gonna see it when it comes on Netflix or whatever. I'm gonna make time for this.
trying to think of like my favorite actor.
All right, what do you think, Cozy?
Yeah.
Please plug your channel, tell people where they can find you, and also tell us who your favorite current action star is. Yes, he
You
did
can
something.
find me here on Fridays, and then after here, getting wasted with Wise, also on Fridays.
Hey,
And you need to bring back Thursdays, because that's where you
yeah.
can also will be able to find me. And I don't even work Thursday nights anymore.
So there you go, clowns.
Clowns.
Oh, nice. Okay.
So you can
Wait,
bring
did
back
you say
Thursday.
Thursdays and Sundays?
No, so I work Sunday nights.
Okay. So Thursdays? All right, we'll try to get
Yeah.
something going.
And yeah, and my favorite action star, I don't really watch a lot of action movies.
Okay, your favorite
Same.
movie.
I'm reverse
Your
of you
favorite.
though, because I I think I would probably say Vin Diesel, since that my favorite action franchise is Fast and Furious. And to
Okay.
oppose you, I think
Mhm.
The Rock actually ruined it.
Dude, okay.
That's mad.
So
That is mad.
that is actually a fact though, because Rock
He
once
didn't.
once they threw. I mean, granted, it was on a downhill spiral, but like once they officially threw Rock in there, it was like, dude, what are we even doing anymore? It just
It didn't
like
need him. He was not family.
he
Oh,
wasn't. He
he
wasn't.
did
They
turn
forced him
into
to
it.
be family, and he really wasn't.
Damn,
And then they were like, okay, nah, let's not do that again.
Yeah,
damn. But there's rumors that he's coming back for the last one. So,
I'm sure he is. Why not?
guys, I'll say this once. I'll say this once, and I'll never say it again. If the condition is that I need to name an African action star or an African actor, right? If that's the condition for me to be African, I'm
Do
not
they even have
African.
movies in Africa?
Yes, we do. Yes, we have
Well,
tons of movies. Just
well,
not action movies. We don't have lots of action movies. You psycho, Cozy.
His
Lo-
home videos. Yes, we have
Lo-
movies.
Luke's favorite actor is the dude who says, "I'm the captain now." That's his favorite. That's his favorite.
All right, we're just doing the Cozy is losing. We're just doing the ad read. We're just doing the ad
Let's do
read.
it.
I'm done. I'm
Uh-oh.
done.
Uh-oh.
If your energy levels are dropping, we've got something to resurrect you. It's called Poggers Energy. And yes, the sour green apple flavor hits so good, it's basically foreplay for your taste buds. I'm talking clean caffeine, zero sugar, and enough B vitamins to make your reflexes faster than your ex moving on. And if you go too hard, happens to the best of us, grab Poggers Hydration, full of electrolytes and minerals and the aftertaste of natural flavors. They've even got a sexy little white shaker with energy and hydration packs. It's
What?
$69, and no, I don't think the $69 is a coincidence. So head to poggers.shop, grab your bundle, and tell them we sent you. So that's TSWS Gaming. Tell poggers.shop when you're checking out that you got it from tsws.gaming. Stay hydrated, stay hard, and stay focused on poggers. Thank you so much for watching BullSittin on TSWS Gaming. We'll see you next week on Wednesday for the lowdown with me and Matt, and hopefully we'll discuss a new way that Xbox has died because it keeps dying. It just keeps dying. Y'all have a good one. Bye bye.
Bye.